Oh boy! Hello everybody! Welcome to another MMR bracket match. Starting right now, we got Aceslayer versus Painapple. I'm so excited. Today we have Spec and Aceslayer who are doing commentary. We've got Bash and Skygoro doing tracking. I think Axel is going to be a little late, so I'll join commentary until he shows up. How you doing, Spec? Oh, Spec is almost here. So here, let me go ahead and swap over. This is my first ever restream. My first ever restream. So hopefully it's all music's very loud.
We're here. Ace versus Painapple. I think those are two names that I haven't seen in season 2, right? I'm not sure about Ace, but Painapple definitely, I guess.
Sorry, I'm just fixing up audio here. Doing a quick audio check.
Right. Actually setting the stuff up here.
Yeah. Press 1 if audio sounds good, guys.
Yeah, especially on the mic side, because equalization issues.
Yeah. Crank up commentators. I think I know how to do that. I hope I know how to do that. Here, give me a little secchi here. This is my first time doing a restream, so give me some time here. Let me crank up Spec a little bit.
All right, crank it up. All our runners are starting.
Here we go. Oh no, I forgot to crop. Hold on.
Well, if there's a clock town item they're not getting, you know, see Ace going for the ferry and Painapple straight to north. Oh, no ferry, just south. Okay. Gonna have the clash of north versus south then.
Of course. Natural. Let's go north, team. Team north. And some
north.
money for Tingle right away.
North all the way. Yeah, it's pretty nice, the money for Tingle.
Dude, I love Acelayer's opening. It's nothing like I've ever seen.
The 40 rupees in this tree is super legit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm down for it.
well, if you're keeping track of logic, just do not do it for a while, because we have a very out of logic Zora mask. And money strats to buy the... Was it the bottle with the gold dust? Did I see things? What was the second Tingle item?
There's a gold rupee.
Oh, gold rupee, okay.
Yeah.
So just gonna read the hints. And...
not required bomb bag on Ocean Spider House because it's locked by bombs. Well.
Yeah, this is pretty funny because of that. So we're gonna see 3 out of the 4 explosives available, and not any other useful information other than that. The big one in Road to Ikana, so it's nice to keep in mind. Which could well be Way of the Hero, given that the hint that we just saw in the Painapple side, Road to Ikana, is our first Way of the Hero.
Alright, you guys should be a little bit louder now. I'll leave it open until Axel makes it here, but yeah, just let me know how commentary is. Here's Painapple going for the dongers. Safe crouch stab strats until the other Dodongo pushes him out of the way.
And between the Dongo strats, I'm not too much of a fan of the crouch stab, but I know how people do it. It's kind of on the sneaky side.
I definitely did it when I first started out. but also I can't really mash that well. So
The dongle is the occasion where I put all my life on the line to mash as fast as I can.
I have to risk it all. Yeah.
It's a good trade-off to do it once in the entire run.
The way that I mash is like really weird because like you're supposed to like kind of tense up your hand and vibrate it, but the problem is I'm left-handed, so I can't really do that with my right hand. So what I do is I vibrate the entire controller with my left hand and hold my right thumb steady, and that's how I mash A. And it is.
Oh yeah, it's kind of the it's kind of the text mashing strat, right? And nothing on Midnight Meeting. Last is seed. One less.
Thank God. Bro, all the seeds.
One very good Brazilian friend of mine, who is also a Zelda runner, told me that the way to mash is pretty much to... You have one hand where you hold the controller, and the other one you just move things around. And Letter to Cafe is also foolish.
Nice.
To time of day sensitive things out of the way, pretty nice to play the rest of the seed.
Very nice.
But yeah, I don't think I used the handshaking system for this specifically. The nice speed up Bunny Hood and Madame. But for the dongle, I definitely go off. It's all about the forearm shaking, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I go all in on that for the dongle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for mashing text in this game, it's A, B, and C up will advance the text. Oh, Aceslayer doing the thing! Oh my god, I get to talk about the thing! It's a 60% chance. He has a 60% chance, or 60%, Jesus Christ. It's a 1 in 60. I was almost really wrong there. 1 in 60% chance.
We're gonna have the math class here again.
Yeah, math is coming back.
You guys can give your opinions on the efficiency of the double guess play.
Listen, if he guesses 6 times, it goes up to a 1 in 20 chance, which is better than Ocarina of Time lens minigame. Anyway, there's magic on the bomb shot.
A very mellow set of the initial items here. Nothing too game breaking, but a few quality stuff. Zora Mask definitely the better of the bunch.
Mm.
And Ace apparently just sticking all the way to the logic because he's not gonna do the single jump slash at all, it seems, because it's already night.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't consider it required, but doing the tingle checks out of logic, sometimes it gives you so much convenience.
Yeah, definitely.
By having Zora out of logic, you're gonna do like all the tingles, you're gonna have no problem. If you wanna go to Great Bay, if you're missing items on a bottleneck, you're gonna be able to do way more checks on the way.
Gordon's. But I don't want to use my brain and think about logic. That's hard. I say as Aceslayer is flipping over the bomber right now.
It's kind of funny how even entering Observatory has a set of logic.
Yeah.
When it comes to getting the bomber code or entering with Deku from Termina Field.
Yeah, and I guess I never really thought about that, but Observatory Opener really just starts the game with 2 out of logic plays, doesn't it? Wow. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, when the logic includes distance weapon, obviously you have to be on a early game bottleneck situation, you have to keep things in mind, but it's always one of the situations where, well, it's gonna be in logic at one point.
Yeah, as long as you totally don't dingus and there's not like some weird logic thing you weren't expecting, it's all good. And I mean, you definitely get rewarded for stuff like this. You don't have to backtrack to Milk Road here. And there's a bottle on Tingle there, so that's really nice.
Yeah, you can see the stacks up all the way. The Painapple is gonna have a bottle for possible day 2 woods. Wouldn't have otherwise if you didn't break the logic. And yeah, the hint near the P-Hat Grotto was Pirate's Fortress interior is Way of the Hero, so I'm gonna need the hook shot for that, so gonna buckle up meanwhile.
And the observatory hint said that bone archery has a not required lens of truth, which is awesome. That's such a nice hint. That's tells you a lot. Tells you no Shiro, no Dermani, no Cake Castle. Oh my god, it's awesome.
The Painapple getting punished for not farming enough rupees for the sweet, sweet room key. It's a very important item to buy.
Yeah. I guess they're gonna hope that there's money on Gorman Race or something. Unfortunately, yeah, there's no rupees in Gorman Racetrack, so there's like you have to go back to the Keaton Grass if you want more money.
Yeah, he would need 60 all the way. That's the part that's really bad.
It just sucks when even with the purple rupee on the Tingle there, he still didn't have enough money. But that's what happens when that milk is shuffled. Is you just have to go to Milk Ruin with a full wallet, or you risk getting totally boned.
The sea gives the runners reasons to go back to Ranch on day 3, which is a play that is a little bit less popular than before, I feel like. Yeah. But if they have to do it, you do get the 50 rupees to buy the room key, and then you make it night and you get the room key chest along with the in-guest room. It's a very nice piece of routing.
Yeah, it just sucks if I guess if the room key item ends up being required. Oh, well, that's 20 rupees, so he can buy the room key now. Oh, no, he's got to leave and come back, I think. Get opponent out of there.
Oh, yeah, because the opponent can't be there, right?
Yeah. But yeah, that's nice, because, like, you could also go to Inn for grandma stories, and then you don't want to... And room key, rather. Room key check. And if that room key item ends up being required, then it sucks to miss out on that until all the way until day 3. And
you gotta really pay attention on especially on the early game you receive this kind of item, because it's like at any point anything can be your bottleneck to unlock the entire map, you know.
Exactly. We could find paper at any moment, and then bam! All right, we gotta think about Toilet Hand. And I don't know if Painapple knows the Zora Gainer, but Aceslayer would definitely have to break into Inn if he doesn't have the room key. So, and he has no way of doing that.
Yeah, on Ace's side, it's a bit more dangerous, but the Zora strat, you can also do a very casual jump.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so we're gonna hopefully see room key check and room key item here. Also, yeah, so we have Road to Icona Wath, and it's not Shira, which means it's either Hookshot or Goron Lock. Oh, you want the room key? What are you doing? Where are you going? No! Come back, Painapple! No! No,
oh, wait, you mean the room key item that Anju gives? It was a piece of heart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the room key. Yeah. Could have checked the chest. I think it was probably a muscle memory thing.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Hopefully he remembers.
At this point in this seed, it doesn't really unlock, that much, I guess. I mean, if it is the bow, he can check it on day 2 or day 3. It's not gonna make that much of a difference.
Yeah.
Some archery would probably isolate it if he mistimes a possible bow on that check.
Harris is doing what I do and taking explicit notice of the song on the song wall. And this is interesting. This route for Aceslayer makes him wind up back in North Clock Town without having to soar. He just walks over there right at midnight. Which, obviously, if you can, you want to walk over there without soaring, because you let the clock run for longer, as opposed to soaring where all the cutscenes make the clock stop for a long time. So, in that sense, this worked out pretty well.
Never put much thought on what to do to wait for the old lady, but I guess if you found out a way to manually enter North Clock Town at the end, it's pretty nice indeed.
Yeah. Depending on your final dungeon, if you're like really early, it's better for you to walk all the way back to Clocktown. If you're still waiting for midnight, as long as you don't have to like play any songs. And we're now joined by Axel.
Hello. Sorry, I had the song of inverted time played on me.
All good, bud. Here, let me crank you up a little bit because everybody else has been.
Okay.
All right, everyone, let me know how Axel sounds.
Yeah, how do I sound? Do I sound like that Axel Ryman guy?
No matter what the situation, there's always going to be audio balancing issues.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say that I really... The Painapple's route is really interesting because the issue with the usual North or Observatory openers are that you have to kind of listen to the stories to pass time. But I don't think he did any of that. He just went to Milk Road and did all the fun stuff. It is good if you have a distance weapon to check the tingles.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like I said, aside from the whole forgetting about the room key thing, like he routed all of Milk Road in one trip, which is really good.
So I was trying to keep up with everything that happened, but Zora on Tingle, where was the bottle?
That was on Milk Road Tingle.
Milk Road Tingle, okay. So far we're not in logic. And welcome Raiders as well from ZSR2.
Also pretty interesting on Ace's route, given that he ignored North for a while. He just did North along with the grandma, the old lady event. It's pretty interesting to see the few runners opting for different stuff.
Oh, apparently there was a bottle on North Clocktown Ferry too? Jeez.
Also, did Ace check the transformation ferry because he pretty much got Zora right away?
I think he forgot.
Yeah, he didn't do it for sure. Because I know he just got it on my end.
Yeah, a lot of those, I just got the item checks can be tricky.
Mm.
Forget around.
I pulled that in my race versus Aceslayer. I went into the transformation ferry untransformed and didn't even realize it.
There's the Icona access beneath the well as well, quite early.
Are we gonna get another well seed?
I think Fox is gonna explode if we get another well seed. I should.
So far?
Good.
Yeah, go ahead.
I should mention that this seed took Seedbot 8 minutes to roll, so take that as you will.
Oh god. Maybe it was all the time to generate Ocean Spider House with bomb bag not required.
Maybe you finally decided to make a Pamela seed.
The thing that we all dream of one day.
I keep saying the grand finals has to be a Plando that has all the horrible, checks in the game be a required item, and Pamela is required.
Yeah, see, I'm planning to be in grand finals, so I'm gonna say no to that one.
At least you have a goal in mind.
Should be mentioned, by the way, that determining the length or difficulty of a seed through the time Seedbot takes to generate it has about as much merit as blaming people for rolling bad seeds. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It makes no sense. It has no correlation, right?
Correlation is not causation, or whatever that saying is.
It's kind of interesting. I don't think you can do much outside of the beaten path of, Day 2 Woods, maybe check Grape Bay before that, whatever order you choose in terms of finding the bottleneck of the seed, because they can't go north No Deku Mask, no room for the, high roll type of plays where you just ignore a bunch of stuff. I think pretty much everything is gonna get done here.
See the scrub from Aceslayer? I don't think so. There it is.
Runners opting for the Kokiri sword fight in the P-Hat Grotto.
No sticks.
No cheating, just the raw fight.
Bro, I saw Eris do a really cool broken stick setup. I've never seen it before for the Dodongo Grotto. I'm gonna steal that from her.
Yeah, with the Dodongo Grotto, it's interesting because the walls inside that grotto are totally busted. So there are a few ones that work, there are a few ones that don't, and the setup is different. I think like more than a year ago, I talked to a few people on Discord trying to come up with a few setups, and there are at least like a few consistent ones, but a running setup is interesting.
Oh god, that's me. That's my job, isn't it? To put in the wasps. Come on.
Well,
Yep.
well, good news. Twin Islands and PFI so far for WAP.
Oh, this is where you're supposed to set people's volume. Oops. Oh well.
And we have a mirror shield for Painapple.
Was
In
Road to
Swamp.
Swamp also the way of the hero, or am I already confusing seeds?
I feel like that's going to happen to me later.
Wait, I can write whatever I want in this. Oh my god.
My god, trying to time the boomerangs with the wolf, messing you up, that's...
That's never fun.
The Twin Islands, Road to Icona, Pirate's Fortress Interior.
Ooh. Swamp
also-
Tingle has a bottle of red potion.
Do we have any foolishes?
Foolish. I know I saw something foolish, but I can't remember what it was.
Cat, help me out.
I don't remember as well.
Dragonfly. Yeah, dragonflies suck because not only are they like unpredictable and have a weird hitbox, but also they lag your game like crazy. It's just like time lost no matter what.
And they're noisy as hell.
Okay, just share your. No, mirror shield. Oh, we already
Pineapple's
had that.
soaring out of swamp, but it's the way of timing the old lady event.
Yeah.
Or not, it's still 10 p.m. Holy.
Such is the
Guess
life
maybe?
of South Opener. Your time of day is quite far behind. Is he inverted? I think he might be inverted actually.
Yeah, 59 rupee deposit on the 20-something one. It doesn't feel good either. You want to get those 3 deposits cut and dry. I think I would have
yes,
just
Nicky
ditched
Bird.
it. There's some stuff to do. You can start the bomber mini game, get 2 fairies.
It's another
Probably still
bottle.
have to wait a little.
Another bottle on Swamp Tingle.
Mhm.
Oh, we saw that one already, didn't we?
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier.
Oops.
Which I think would be the Twin Island Tingle, because it's just the 40 rupee one, if I
Yeah.
remember. But I'm pretty sure that's not our way of the hero, considering we already have access to like a free bottle. Oh wait, no. No, we
It's kind
don't, actually.
It's kind of weird because, so to access Twin Islands, we already need a bow, and given that we have a bow, we also would be able to access the other tingles for the same map purchases. So I don't
Yeah.
think the tingle can be the way of the hero at all in this
Yeah.
case.
I just realized that too, like shortly after I said it. Especially because like right now we are pretty much out of logic for everything except for that mirror shield. And maybe the bunny hood. I forget where that was.
Oh, is Painapple actually checking room key? Let's go.
Yes, he is.
Let's go.
Just a small one.
When it comes to the seed entering logic, it's pretty much a countdown to hookshot or Deku Mask or a bow. And pretty much all there is to it.
And I mean, at this point, we pretty much have Swamp Grotto and Kotake, Night 3 Inn, Ranch. Well, that's not even in logic. So, and then a couple in the west, I think. Actually, I guess just the Grotto, right? Yeah, Gibdo's in logic, but it doesn't matter until Hookshot comes into play.
Yeah, and Magic was in logic too, but other than that, it's really not much that's in logic.
Yeah.
Magic can be relevant if they find Deku Mask, because that would be a possible first projectile.
Mm-hmm. Staff
now,
Room Hook.
We're definitely seeing a case of a seed where advancing your time of day as fast as possible is the way to go. Because it's obvious that the progression is behind some sort of timed check at this point. So, in this case, Aceslayer will be a little bit ahead solely because of the opener he chose. And sometimes that's just the luck of the draw.
Bremen Mask in Day 2 Woods Grotto.
There's another reason to do Day 3 Ranch now.
Yeah, exactly. Certainly. It's more appealing.
To play with the lemons and get the in logic check mark. Do you get the bow there?
Yeah, just do Pinnacle Rock forehead. That's true. I thought Pinnacle Rock. No, it's not a logic. Never mind. It's available.
Zora isn't.
But, yeah.
Silver Rupee on Kome.
Bank one is a real concern because there was, at least in Ace's side, there was the awkward deposit. I'm not sure what's Painapple's money situation as well. It seems to be not good. And the thing is, at this point, for example, if you just do Day 2 Woods, you come up short. There's nothing there. You gotta be thinking about money then.
Yeah.
It's like among the 4 checks you have in logic.
All right. I'm gonna do something weird here with audio, so bear with me for just a sec, and yell at me if it sounds bad.
Can I just yell at you either way?
I mean, yeah, people do that anyway, so it's fine.
Benya, you better win or else. I don't know what else, but
I already won my match. Leave me alone.
Well, Facelayer skipped a hint. It might bite him because it's Stone Tower Temple Foolish except for Song.
Oh wow.
Very important hint. And we can start playing the except for Song hint game.
And we get an ocean title deed for our trouble of saving a witch.
Audio should be back to normal. Let me know if anybody's quiet.
Yeah, that's not a good spot for the ocean title deed. Maybe, hopefully, it gets ratted out in this cycle, but not many hopes.
We just need a hook shot, and then we could just easily rat it.
Yeah, it is one hook away from doing that out of logic for maximum conveniency.
Oh, assuming that Hook doesn't put Zora into logic, right? So that might just be your first projectile.
Oh no, yeah, the hook puts it perfectly in logic. It's lower Ikana, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is an important check in case hook comes up early. Very interesting.
Yeah, Revolver Turtle is saying that Hook is going to be on Staff Room.
It's okay. Lower axle.
He's not done Epona race yet.
I guess guess not.
Maybe we just bought the item. I think it's maybe it's more valid than whatever Painapple did, Painapple, whatever, because you know there's the day 3. Maybe I'll go here on day 3 factor in terms of routing stuff, but
Yeah.
so you don't have to score individually to just get the room key.
Yeah, especially if money is a concern, money's on your mind, like it's a great way to just say, okay, I'll come back and do this later. That's fine enough. There's an
It's kind of
ocean
funny
view.
because
Why is
so
it
even
funny?
though oh sorry,
No, I
there are
wanna
a
hear
few
your thoughts.
options, and all of them seem bad. But you could, for example, if you farmed on some archery entrance, and you deposited, and you find 20 rupees to buy the gold rupee from Tingle, and then deposit, you know, something weird like that. Bank could be routed this way. It's a lot of out of the way stuff, but it's an option.
It's also not the worst time for
Just go
Aceslayer
Great
actually
Bay and
to
open every single chest.
like. It's not the worst for Aceslayer to do the race right now because well, day 3 can check all the gossips, can do the Bremen mass check. Laundry pool foolish.
Lol, with the cafe letter hint. Get fucked, idiots. One of your sometimes it seems so good, and then went to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me or Ace is uninverted right now, normal time?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's morning, never mind. I confused
Yeah.
things. I thought he would be kicked out of Lemons, but never mind.
Star voice. Thanks, game. Okay, that's not the best impression, but
Maybe this is overkill, but if I'm Ace, I would probably individually deposit just to get bank done. You get 20 rupees inside dog house here. Even a brown chest, maybe. At this rate, I'm not sure when it's gonna get done. Oh yeah, there's the... Wait, do they have the... Ask?
Ooh. Nope. This is the Aceslayer Classic.
just go all in and pray.
Bro,
What is happening?
Aceslayer does this. He didn't do it against me, and I know why he didn't do it against me, because he knows I would have called him a wiener if he did it. But I'm doing it now, Aceslayer. You're a wiener. I don't like this.
Bro, come on. Doesn't look like face.
It's not what.
Ace's dog on face for anyone that is.
You guys see what happened to Marco?
Blue dog was in front of
Facebook?
him.
Yeah, lol.
So can we say justice for Blue Dog in this case?
Eh.
I think it was well served.
Nice free time loss. I'm not gonna go too hard on the guy, but I'm not a fan of gambling dog race.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's I don't know, even if the seat was open, I would maybe understand it, but it's not gonna have your bottleneck.
hey, Captain
Ace-
Set.
Aceslayer not doing Lemon's check.
Does he have Bremen?
Yeah, he should.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Alright, so that's Captain's Hat for Painapple, which means going west early gets you rewarded.
Mhm.
It looks like he's going to take a look at PF exterior. Certainly, it's not in logic, but why not? It's quick 3 checks. Could be something cool. Plus, you get to
We saw
Pete
what happened
Clifford.
when Karios.
Hmm?
The most fun part picking here.
Oh yeah.
I think if this was in logic, it would be a little bit better. But I think here I'm just taking the Zora Hall trip.
Is that a bow?
I think it was a bow.
Kind of look like one. Also, South Clock Town Foolish. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to worry about day 3 chest at least.
there really a bow? It would be really interesting to confirm that.
Yeah, it looked like it.
I could not see it.
That might point to Hookshot as first projectile after all. Or Deku.
Can you imagine the crazy logic of needing Hookshot and then Deku or an individual being to get that? The first bow of the seed?
Oh, there's Cafe Mouse.
Which is useless. Well, actually, maybe not. We haven't found Letter to Mama yet.
Yeah, lucky at least Midnight Meeting is nothing, so that's one of the more annoying checks to route. Alright. Not exactly the play I think Painapple was hoping it was, but that information on the bow location is quite nice, at least. Axel's still
just-
that. Yeah.
I can be a bit
really
loud
invested in
sometimes,
the
though.
logic plays.
I turned him down a little bit more. Spec up a bit. Okay. What are these plays? Well, I mean, Acelayer's just a god. Like he's my goat, to be honest, guys. Acelayer's just you never know what's coming with Acelayer. I think Painapple's just having a good time with the seed.
Yeah, I do not agree with anything Pineapple is doing right here. Not a single bit. You gotta follow the logic from now on. Because like you're doing what now? You're doing Cape without the Bomb Grotto, without the Hookshot chest. You're gonna go on foot to the like. Do it with Zora and Magic, you know, and it's all out of logic. Come on, you know.
Yeah. Just wait, it's gonna be Goro Mask, bro. Trust me.
Goron on like has to be the blessing here.
Nope, just a piece of heart.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure. You can never tell, truly, if somebody is just ignoring logic or forget about it, but it's certainly something I can see newer players making that mistake of seeing that Zora Mask and just deleting everything from their brain, just be like, all right, let's go. I got water checks, let's do it.
And the thing is, since it was specifically in North Clocktown single, that is your go-to logic to remember when it comes to projectiles.
And a nice wallet in Zora Cape.
So much for not routing Bank 1 ever, right? You can just do it in one go.
Certainly nice, yeah.
And there isn't easily accessible for them, like a 200 gold ruby, so...
I think both of them might have bought it already, but I think it's renewable. Next cycle, oh boy.
Never punished Fox. No, I mean, even if you don't have any money, like, you still just peek what the items are and just come back if you need them.
I gotta say on Painapple's side, I don't like the out of logic rampage he's doing, and not being on day 3 here. I think it's also not too favorable. Because like this is the last stuff you're gonna do in the seed probably, and money from Evan.
That's nice, at least.
While it pays out.
Yeah, so I think, I mean, obviously Acelayer's going to go back to Clocktown here and then check. But obviously Bank 1 and Night 3 chest, one of which pretty much guaranteed to have the projectile or some other progression at this point. Oh, skipping lemons, I forgot about that. That's, yeah, that's kind of doo-doo.
Actually, I don't think Aceslayer does have Bremen. I just looked at his personal tracker, it doesn't have it marked.
Did you not mark it?
Ace might just be killing time of day here. Though it's almost 10 anyway, maybe he wants it to be 12.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, the lemons... Oh, go ahead.
Painapple does have Bremen Mask, so we might see it once he goes to day 3. But until then, it's Aceslayer. When are you gonna actually get it?
I think this is just midnight killing time of day. There's no other way.
Yeah, certainly with the Ocean Deed in hand, you want to have at least a little bit of time before you go to Toilet Hand.
3 rupees short.
You hate to see it. Wait, but didn't he have 199?
He bought Gibdo.
For depositing?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Fox is going.
Oh my.
Great Fairy Sword. We take that. But Fox is going crazy in chat because why are you buying Gibdo before Bank 1?
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, on Ace's side, I think Great Fairy is already a reward because you got Graveyard coming up, and we all know the Iron Knuckle fight can be a nightmare.
Yeah, certainly.
Skipping day 2 actually on Painapple's side.
Really want Painapple to do lemons, and I really want him to get rewarded because you do not skip that check.
He is going to Milk Road.
Especially on a early game bottleneck. It is like going for the data mine nerd side. It's like an 8 to 9% check. Absolutely do it.
He's doing lemons.
Single trade items, Fear 1 check. It's a very good candidate for have good items.
Yeah, you gotta with Sphere 0. Obviously, there's. I'm pretty sure that's a bow, by the way.
Yeah.
But,
I think I saw yellow line, maybe.
Just one of those things where, like, Sphere 0, it's so limited, the where your progression can be, so you don't want to put any of those off, especially if you're out of logic, or something like Azora on Tingle.
How's this for insanity? Bremen and Staff Room has a bottle and beans respectively. And that bow is our first projectile.
You still need hook shot to get up there.
Oh, I thought we just needed beans to get up there.
No, nope.
Oh, okay.
I gotta hook the for its thing.
Yeah.
And I am forgetting on that one.
Opening
I
up
gotta
the
see, I was
small
like-
chest.
Yeah, I gotta route money.
It's true.
If not now.
Aceslayer opens a small chest, gets rewarded with shoes, but it's the wrong video game.
No money. I was really liking things on Acelayer's side until he also got crazy with Out of Logic
He's
Zora stuff.
Doing all the same stuff.
Yeah, and skipping lemons. I'll talk about the Gamble dog race, just to be fair.
Of course.
Now we got the lemons and Painapple said this is big. This is very big. Slayer's like he's never gonna be able to route this check within the next, I don't know, 15 minutes.
So we're praying that if he's forgotten it, that this is nothing. If you're an Aceslayer fan. Oh no!
Well,
Oh no! Aceslayer, no!
Required
depending on the
weapons.
item, the funny thing is, we know that Stone Tower Temple can be the first dungeon, right? Except for Song, it's confirmed, right?
I believe so. I believe
So
that.
depending on the logic entanglement or whatever, we could see Aceslayer going back to the lemons check if he tracks the logic all the way. It also depends on the situation and all, but I don't think Ace has that hint. I don't think he has it.
Yeah, maybe not.
He just skipped it.
And there's the hook shot.
There's Hook. Surprise, surprise. Logic
Things never change.
wins again.
Mm-hmm.
Not only we have Hook, but I'm looking at the toilet paper, a blue toilet paper, huh?
Mhm. That's in Logic too.
Ace is
think-
just gonna dump it on the Maybe not the better
Oh,
spot.
that's right. He can just. Oh, jeez. It's all night mask. No.
Well,
What? That's a interesting timed all night mask.
Certainly.
yeah. My God. I
Where
really
was it?
want to see what Painapple does with the toilet paper now.
Where was the ocean deed, by the way? Anybody
Healing the
remember?
witch, right? It's
Oh
very bad.
lord, yeah. You probably with the hook shot,
Yeah.
you probably want to save scum that, but that's probably not. Hey, where are you going with that dog?
This guy is just such a jokester, right?
Yeah, for the meme. Oh,
And there's our first explosive.
yep.
And it's a Way of the Hero location explosive.
Mhm.
Huh.
Hmm.
With not required lens, so it's either this blast mask or the Goron punch grotto. Graveyard is coming, so behind the Captain's hat, got a bombable spot.
Yeah. I can't
Interesting
remember.
stuff.
Bomber's hideout chest was gilded.
Maybe.
Well, we can probably find out. Never mind. Aceslayer doesn't want to do it. Although that is a very weird warp. Because Aceslayer was just here, warped back to Clocktown, and
Yeah.
came back out the same way. What?
At this point, I think that the best spot to go with the the PFI
Mhm.
Way of the Hero.
Oh yeah.
With that hook, you can do. I mean, you can use blast mask and get the bow that's on the cliff, and then you can full clear the interior in one go. And you have 3 bottles, so like you get a good head start on eggs too. So yeah, I think that's where they should go probably before Graveyard.
It's a bit weird because you're not gonna be in logic due to not having the bean.
Yeah.
If I get that blast mask, which it seems like Painapple's not gonna prioritize the hook chest in Road to Icana, I think I'm just going Graveyard right away to maybe play around the requirements.
Yeah. It's weird though, because like if the Way of the Hero in Pirate's Fortress is Goron, and it turns out that the Road to Icana Way of the Hero is actually the Goron Grotto, then going Graveyard before just makes that grotto so bad to route. So I'm thinking about that.
In that case, you could. I think it's a fair reason to do an individual sort. And when you get the Goron mask, you're also gonna do the Goron chest mini game, which is a simple SMC peak.
Yeah.
So you do at least 2 checks, if not more, if you want to be the minigame guy.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's not the worst situation in the world for sure.
Yeah, I don't think either play is necessarily wrong. I think Aceslayer might be buying a bean here. Is that what's happening? Is Aceslayer buying a bean so that he can get the bow? Homie, you can use blast mask. You can skip the bean, bro.
If he's insecure about the blast mask long jump, this is fair.
Maybe. That's understandable. But still, this is really funny because not only are you taking a big steaming dump on logic, but you have to backtrack here once you get Deku anyway, so it's like I don't know, this
Oh my
feels so
god,
weird.
do not look at Pineapple's screen right now.
Get that off my screen, man. I don't have mod in CSR3, so I can't do my stupid emote only joke.
46 minutes in, and we have beavers.
Get out of here, Ares.
On Ace's side, unless you're really insecure about the blast mask long jump, which may have a weird trajectory when you're doing, I think it's fair to get the beam and do the half side of Deku Palace out of logic. Still don't like it, but
Yeah, it is a lot of time to commit. It's gonna be really funny though if there's just a bean at PFI and that's the Wath.
Mhm.
That could definitely happen.
Oh, Vidya, can you add South Clocktown to Foolish locations?
Okay.
so you're not gonna see any Moon's Tier trade shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do it myself, but I can't.
Does South Clocktown Foolish rule out relocation, scrub relocation? It shouldn't, right?
The location for the bean is not relevant anymore, right? Because you need the bean slot to be able to buy it. Although for the big bomb bag check relocation, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but wait, what about Swamp Foolish? Does that rule out relocation? Because you're buying the bigger bomb bag.
Yeah, you're buying the big bomb bag in Swamp in that case, but you needed to trade the Moon's Tier.
Okay,
I think
Swamp.
Moon's Tier,
Yeah. Sorry.
if the Moon's Tier was foolish, I would take it that the big bomb bag relocation is foolish too, but the Wild Beavers never has anything.
Never do beavers. Did Aceslayer? Yeah, he got it. He got the Scarecrow song.
Yep.
Just have to hope he doesn't crit wiggle and miss this jump. Okay, he's good. He's got a quarter heart right now.
Imagine being dozens of meters up in a weird ledge with a quarter heart as a young swordsman.
Yeah. Bro, is he gonna roll? Is he gonna roll from this cliff? Or is he gonna take fall damage? Or he's just gonna soar away? Okay. I would probably go PFI right now, but you do you, my dude.
Yeah, you can. It's right there, you know.
Yeah. And you can, now that you have the bow, you can get everything.
Yeah, I think this soar was not called for too.
Okay, Aceslayer definitely has Bremen. I see it right there. Oh, he has it.
Okay.
He has it marked now. Okay, he has it marked on his trackers, so maybe he'll remember that Lemons is in play.
Painapple also just ditching the Ocean Deed without thinking twice.
Yeah. I guess once you get that hook shot, it's hard to be like, okay, Ocean Deed is in logic now, so let's go do that.
With the amount of logic you actually need to keep track for this seed, it's very... Maybe you value it a little bit more than usual, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because the logic's still pending. I mean, the Painapple doesn't have Blast Mask because didn't prioritize a Road to Icona pillar anyway, which is itself very questionable. Maybe he doesn't remember, or I don't know. But yeah, given that the logic is still not finished, even on Ace's side. Oh my god.
Harry, oh
Harry.
shit! Oh my god, all planned.
Everything's planned out.
That right there, that's why Aceslayer is my goat. That was awesome.
All the ways to get rid of crit wiggle. That is one of my favorite ones. Ace's side, we have a stick and double time. Oh yeah, I guess he's just gonna go Graveyard and then check the Road to Icona pillar. Gonna be really happy about that, by the way. While the bow in GBC Ledge is very attractive, I really don't mind this play of, you know, just staying on the logic beaten path. Because Aceslayer is doing a bunch of out of logic stuff still. This is not in logic going to Mountain right now.
Nope. Certainly not. I swear, I had a moment where like my heart jumped because I thought Aceslayer was gonna go for the recoil here. I was gonna be so excited. My god. You know that the new recoil sauce to get up here?
Oh, the one to the Zoe Grotto.
Yeah, it looked like he was gonna do it for a couple seconds. There's out of logic beans, lol.
Yep, still not. Unless being to stay in logic as well.
Yeah, There's for those who don't know, there was a new strategy discovered recently where you can either with blast mask or with bomb bag, you can do a recoil flip to get all the way up that first ramp, thus removing the requirement for, at least not logically obviously, but it removes the hard requirement for hookshot to Scarecrow Song. So that's a huge development for going north early. Makes going north a lot better if you don't have hook. Especially in Season 3 when you got the Goron shop available, like, you never know when it's going to come into play.
What I'm thinking about doing on Ace's side, oh my god, the explosion blast mask to get out of the grotto, that's genius.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's fire arrows in Goron shop.
So, I'm not sure if this is too out of the way because you want to get into Pirate Fortress eventually, but imagine this, he does Graveyard here, both sides, double time to day 2 morning, Sword to Clock Town, do all night mask stories, and Song of Time, and then go to Great Bay.
Yeah, I mean, that gets a lot of annoying time of day stuff, and then you can have a fresh new cycle to commit to eggs. And I think that works out quite well, actually.
I'm
Especially
surprised that Aceslayer did not do Lens Cave.
He's gonna go back. He's just getting money
Yeah.
for fire arrows, and then...
Yeah, that makes more sense, I guess. But what if he found money in the Lens Cave? That would have probably saved him the trip.
But then you have to do reverse lens cave jumps, and that's hard. I don't want to do that. Just go do boat archery and get the lens, so you can do it backwards. Or you
Just kill the
death warp.
dongles on the way, yeah.
Actually, yeah, I guess with CSMC, death warp is kind of a viable strategy, but it still takes forever because you have to like wait for the damage timer to reset on the Sculptula, and then you don't have a bomb bag, so you have to rely on blast mask. So it's still pretty slow any way you want to do it.
is out, Ace got punished for not leaving himself at quarter heart, right?
Yeah, true.
They've had the death warp, maybe.
Oh yeah,
getting on
no,
you.
but he would have had the fairy, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Oh yeah, it activates anyway.
Vanilla Storms, by the way.
Is this even
So much
rando?
So much for the great item that could have unlocked all the seed named Captain's Hat.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna see Lens Cave, and hopefully Aceslayer ends this with a peak of Keg Trial. Or, I mean, he could go do it and play Scarecrow Song and get out there himself. Not, did he peak? Yeah, he peaked the ledge.
You pick Keg Trial as human?
Yeah, he tells you what he sells. He's like, hey, I'm the Goron who sells powder kegs, but I can't sell to you.
Oh.
Yeah, he hits you with the hard, my potions are too strong for you, traveler.
Ooh, death for Painapple.
Yeah, this is a no bow, no Goron mask, day 2 grave.
Free time loss for Aceslayer.
Yeah, this is... Oh yeah, also, so much for not getting the bow out of logic. I guess day 2 grave alone is motivation for you to actually get the bow out of logic.
No kidding, huh? Nice fucking Lens Cave. 2 gilded chests and it's Circus Leader's Bomber's Notebook. Jesus Christ.
What is the strategy Ace is doing? Because I only know of the 2 recoil flips waiting for the cooldown.
There is a strat to recoil off bats coming back, but I don't know about going forward. Like, I think you have to recoil. Can you just gun it here? And sorry, good.
I think he's doing effectively the same thing, 2 blast mass explosions, but without the recoils, just taking out the Sculpture.
Yeah.
This is really slow. I'm on team out of logic bow.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And the
There's
thing is,
wallet.
it's not even Painapple's fault exactly because he only got the blast mask when he tried to go here. But you would have to think on the spot, oh wait, let me get the bow to do day 2 grave.
Yeah,
Then
exactly.
come back.
So that's a wallet in the Twin Islands grotto.
Yeah, that might come into play later.
We had the hero, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah. All night
Oh my god,
mask.
does it have to be for bank 3?
Either
Because
that
we're the hero.
or-
Stars, right?
Yeah, right.
The other wallet was like Sphere 0 or whatever. I don't remember.
The other wallet
He's
was
just going all the way.
Cape Underwater. Was the other wallet? So yeah, it's freely available.
Hmm.
Yeah, unless that's just bait, then Bank 3 has something cool.
Well, wallet is still behind our first. I mean, the beam axe. No, the wallet is in logic because Zoran's logic because of the hook shot.
Yeah.
It's a lot to keep track of. So it has to be bank 3 then.
Mhm.
Yes. Or it's springtime.
Yeah, it could be a springtime check. Is that gold dust?
That's gold dust.
I think now you definitely want to do.
Eggs.
Well, you check Smithy.
Oh wait.
You do. Oh god, that's a little annoying to route because it's after 4 p.m. for Aceslayer. But you could route that with All Night Mask and Smithy 2, and then Smithy 1 even. I think that's what he's doing. He's probably setting up for Smithy 1 and 2, and then doing All Night Mask, and then you get rid of your gold dust. You get all those annoying time of day checks out of the way, and then you reset and you just do eggs all in one trip. So by not going to PFI on that first trip, yes, Aceslayer is avoiding obvious Wath, but he is also able to now one-trip Pirate's Fortress. So that works out in his favor at least.
Yeah, maybe because he's gonna do it with one trip, but soaring out of cold, you know, you still would have to swim back, and
Yeah.
there's a soaring time, and you know he did get rewarded, but minor
So-
time differences, I guess.
Oh,
Well, there's our first logical bow.
that's first logical bow. All right,
So
everything makes sense.
Yep. We are
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's all in logic.
You're now fully in logic, yeah.
Painapple going for the weirdest tingle. He couldn't see the Great
Yeah.
Bay one yet. What? Wait, this is Great Bay.
That is the Great Bay. Okay, so there are 2 bows in logic. God damn.
Well, we are in no mode for bow percent at least.
So the cliffside bow only made us talk for like 20 minutes for a logic that does not matter at all, right?
Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
what if it's Beanwath in PFI, bro?
Goddamn mask location, man.
But now it's that Palace play from Aceslayer looks just a little bit more foolish now, unfortunately. But oh, good. He got his bow. He cleared out north, so that's good. He's got a lot done,
Yeah.
and he's rewarded with a wallet. So hopefully, if that is the Twin Islands Wath, then he'll get banked 1,000 soon enough.
We do
It's very
also have.
interesting.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, we have a kind of access in logic because that the ice arrows are available. Just Aceslayer needs to go get them.
Yep.
It's
Which
all
means
there.
interestingly enough, can we assume that if Keg is just available right now, that Castle Song is Foolish Healing? because of the not required lens, or does not required not work that way?
Oh,
'Cause
I don't think it would work that way because if the light arrow is available elsewhere,
Right.
not required means it could also be 1-star, right?
Yeah.
So Cat Castle is not strictly required, but you know, Castle can still be done, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if we had a lens in a foolish location, that'd be different. I think. It's okay. I'm not a logic head like some of you nerds.
Yeah, I'm not sure, depending on the light arrow availability, if lens is even 1-star, because logical reduction would say that you need light arrow to beat the game, period.
Yeah.
So if light arrow is not behind Cat Castle, I think lens is not even 1-star for Castle.
Interesting.
Fox
Ace-
here is gonna have a good time with this one.
Yeah. Aceslayer, this graveyard should be a little bit better because going to Pinnacle Rock, getting him that GFS. So I don't necessarily agree with the Pinnacle Rock play. It does work out in his favor just a little bit right now.
You gotta be aware of the time save Aceslayer is gonna have compared to Painapple, because not just the Grey Fairy Sword, but the Day 2 Grave side is gonna be so much faster as well.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Having a bow so you can just kill the spiders and... Yeah, the knuckle fights are so much better too. Zoe Grotto could be Woth if Deku is in Stone Tower, I guess. That's pretty much it. Beans don't lock anything else.
Oh yeah, that is true. Between the Bank 3 being the between Bank 3 being required and this bean we have in Twin Islands, it could be a bean of the hero. Realistically, honestly.
Yeah. It's not too likely with 3 checks remaining and 1 potentially leading to something else, but you never know. You never know.
Talk about a being that just became very interesting just because the cliffside chest is not needed anymore.
Yeah.
Cliffside bow.
Anyone up for some fried chicken?
Hey man, that's my friend Dodo you're talking about. Did anybody see the French restream that Dodo was on commentary for this morning? It's like
I wasn't able to.
usually they just have like face cam, but Dodo being the private person that he is, instead they just had like a picture of Takuri with a lab coat and glasses on, and it looked really funny. That was good. I thought that was good. I love that every profile that I've seen Dodo on, his profile picture is just like a different video game bird. I like the theming. I like the attention to detail.
Ace is really investing in that Bank 3 because he went from nothing on the bank to straight 500.
And his reward is 2 pieces of heart so far.
I wonder if he's gonna just go all the way because, I mean, you can do eggs.
You might as
I'm gonna
well,
do it again.
especially you already know that you have one of the bad songs already, so like eggs, the value of eggs just significantly increases, especially with Aceslayer having 4.
And I gotta be honest, I enjoyed the bird killing strat at first, but now it's just not good because what if Light Arrow is inside PFI?
Yeah.
You have a much better time doing the bank check.
especially not having Goron for this is not great because there's just so much overworld movement you have to do as human.
Also, the very small probability that it is actually being of the hero, and all this time will be wasted completely.
Yeah. Or again, like we can't forget underwater chests and Goron Race are still on the table as well. Like we're not even full cleared Twin Island yet.
Exactly.
So like absolutely you chase, because this is just chasing a waft, right? But you have another waft that's fully available for you to clear right now, so it's like it's weird.
You can fully play around this one as well. It's not like if Bank 3 has Goron Mask, you just become much faster at the seed. Not really gonna be like that. The amount of time it takes to kill the bird 20 billion times.
Yeah, the beam can't be waft for the bow, but it can still be waft for Stone Tower, only if it locks Deku Mask, though.
It can also be waft in our hearts.
Did Ace at least peek the underwater chests? Because I think you can, right? Maybe?
Which ones?
The springtime ones. From winter, can you peek both?
No, you can only peek the one that's normally gilded, like the one that's just out in the open. You can get a look inside the little alcove in winter, but the chest is not loaded on the winter map.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just very, very dangerous. A lot of chips to commit to the pot.
Very true. Gotta make sure you don't kill Takuri when he's like hovering out of bounds. Otherwise he just follows forever and you never get the rupee. Alright, looks like... Is Painapple going PFI or Pinnacle Rock? Pinnacle Rock, really?
3 bottles, right?
Yeah, that's fair. If you get a Picto in Pinnacle Rock, then it's just an outright win.
I did not think about playing around Picto Box, but sure.
You guys really want seahorses to be an always check? No, I know what Spec wants. He wants it turned off.
Okay, can you imagine if Ace had won the race? Because we got a Mask of Truth in Bank 3.
Oh my god, that's true. Holy shit.
Ace might get bailed out of not doing lemons. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
This all the way.
Bro.
That no.
The funnies. If this is
Unless by doing eggs we get all the Snowhead Temple package and we have Way of the Hero in winter time, we might just get the craziest bailout for lemons that we ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely. Lord Almighty.
And look how this routes. You do Smithy 1, you do Smithy 2, you're already in day 3, you're gonna do the dog race and probably the lemon check as well.
You can route in fucking All Might Mask with this too.
Yeah, exactly. I think this would be really cool if this line didn't avoid mad progression in Part Fortress and Eggs.
If we didn't have PFI Way of the Hero fully available, I'd be like diggity down for this routing. Because it is really good routing, and he's most likely going to get rewarded for it. It's just... Oh, there's Bomb Bag on Smithy 1. So wait, does that... Hold on a sec.
No,
no, you need to get up north with the Blast Mask. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, exactly. Fire was inside north.
Yeah.
Or... No, Hot Spring Water can't deal with the snowballs, right?
No.
No.
Because in Glitchless, when you're unfreezing the Goron Elder, you drop the Hot Spring Water first, just in case you run out of time, and then you punch the snowball free.
Yeah, so, that is true.
Yeah. Okay, so Acelayer's not doing All Night Mask. Never mind. I mean,
Well,
that's
yeah, he still
fine.
has that.
He just bomb rushed Mountain Smithy as much as he could.
Yeah.
I would
Mm.
really like to see All Night's Mask being routed there as well.
Let me guess. It's ranch time.
Yep. Yeah, Smithy 2 is a bust, unfortunately.
And I'm a little bit annoyed by not seeing All Night Mask there because you're doing such garbage checks already, which is like Smithy 1, 2 into, you know, your second ranch dip without going for the Powder Keg song. You gotta fit as much other alternative stuff there as well. I think at least that's my philosophy.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I would do the exact same, but perhaps in Ace's mind, he's just like, all right, let's just get these ones out of the way. Let's not waste too much time. I've got other important things to do, so let's just go ahead and do that. Anyway, we'll see. There's still the very real possibility that there's just nothing on Dog Race, and he's barking up the wrong tree.
Ah.
Yeah, that one doesn't even deserve pity laugh.
Well, I gave you a laugh, so...
Alright. Is Aceslayer about to get Marcoed? Can we see it twice in one day? So, in the race that happened prior to this one, halfway through the dog race, Marco had Mask of Truth, but halfway through the dog race, the race ending jingle played. And when Gold Dog finished, it looked like Gold Dog finished in first, but he ended up getting 100 rupees after betting 50, so it was like a ghost dog that just finished. I posted it in the Bug Reports channel, so and maybe somebody knows something about it, but
Really weird.
yeah, maybe Marco found a new bug. Anyway, what's dog race? It's nothing!
Yay!
He's
So-
leaving! He's leaving! No! You have 11s!
Oh my god!
Hey,
Okay.
Snow!
I
Hey,
do not want to sound partial, but rushing that weird bank 3 check with the bird, then not doing lemons for the second time. I mean, come on.
Very selective about the birds he wants to chase after. At least he's going PFI finally, but like, Jesus.
I don't want to put any more salt to the wound, but God, I really wanted to see some light arrow inside PFI. Got our first big one in the tank chest.
you have to wonder what's going through Aceslayer's mind, because he got that wallet, rushed that bank 3, thinking, okay, it's probably that. No! What is the way of the hero in Twin Islands right now?
Well, again, it could be the bean. If we don't find Deku and it's in Stone Tower, then it could be the bean. Otherwise, like, you could just find Goron here and then get Lullaby Vanilla, and then there you go, there's Springtime right there. So,
Yeah, I was speaking like from Aceslayer's perspective.
yeah, it's just... I mean, he knows at least where one of the other bows is, so he should be able to make the conclusion that that bean is... I mean, maybe he's not thinking about that. Maybe that palace play is indicative that he's just like not thinking about bean logic.
We did find Couple's Mask, and oh, Painapple, that was a painful fall.
That's okay. That's I still feel that sometimes, not very often, but
Painapple can do the couple's mask in this cycle, but Aceslayer is gonna have to reset. A little bit
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
wait, is he on night 3 already?
Yeah.
No, he's on day 3. You can still check it this cycle.
Yeah.
Oh
Dave.
yeah, there's the weird. Oh yeah, true.
It's 10 to 6 on day 3. Yeah. Interesting. Not even checking the rest of the chests, even though you have more bottles.
What the?
Oh, I think Painapple just realized that like Smithy is due in a couple minutes, so he wants to get that before.
Annie?
Yeah, he's got enough time. He's got enough time. He's inverted.
Barely.
And he did barely enough magic, yeah. Yeah, he's fine. And he's got
I
a
respect
mark
that.
there.
I respect that.
And I mean, like, you know you're probably doing 2 trips to PF anyway, because you only have 3 bottles, so like it's fine to just cut it short here. Yeah, and then you just undervert, yeah. Aceslayer obviously rewarded here for you know, only having to do 1 PF trip. However, he's kind of boned with the whole ice arrow thing still. Can't forget about that.
Aceslayer fails to jump as well.
I think Aceslayer's jump slashing too high. I don't even run off the ledge usually. I just line it up and target A.
I've never seen this method of running off the ledge. You usually go to the ledge and do a static one.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen how Skyward does this?
No.
He just lines himself up with the ledge and then backflips and then holds up so he can ledge grab as he's falling.
Yeah, someone in I think it was what Cobral in the race today did that as well. It's so
Yeah.
weird.
It's cool. It's hype. It's not easy. I've tried to do it. It's not easy.
The other strat that I know would be a no hit, no damage strat where you ledge grab in the very left side. I think you can just shift your angle a little bit to misalign. You do a side hop to the left, and then Link just eats to the other side, and you roll inside the thing. Kind of hard to explain, but
Yeah, I think I
also
understand.
jump slash the strat.
Just a regular chest in the room.
Yeah, it's looking more and more likely the couple's mask is just your waff. Did I ignore that you've been doing it since you started playing Rando? No, I just don't care. I'm sorry, that was mean. Dude, Eris is mean to me all the time, man. I'm allowed to clap back once in a while.
You know what, since Captain MD13 is in the chat, I'm just gonna do it for him. Unfortunately, our way of the hero in PFI is not being guarded by bees.
We got one more chest in PFI here, and if it's not that, then let's go see what couple's mask is.
I like how I got a 9 out of 10.
Strong 9 to a light 10. What's everybody's album of the year so far? What music have you been listening to?
I've mostly just been listening to like video game stuff lately.
Just listen to the same old stuff as always.
Yeah, yeah.
We're the most adequate people to have this kind of conversation. It's like
Yeah, I
this year,
think
one
like
of the big years, and like, oh, I just listened to I don't know, Coldplay, the old
Yeah.
stuff.
I heard Panic at the Disco as a new album that's apparently, it sounds like a classic rock band from the 80s. I thought that was really funny. Oh, we got another small chest here.
Panic at the Disco, that's a throwback.
No kidding.
Yeah, I think like in the past week I've like actually increased like my my album in terms of listing stuff. Also, Hello Moonsteer.
Bro.
I've added one more song for the Guilty Gear Strive that I always see that I like, and then got Hitei's Shadow from Tekken 7.
No, guys. You're not seeing the hidden potential behind this Moon's Tier, in that it could be WAF for relocation.
I think oh my god, yeah, Ace thought twice and probably remember it's foolish. I think you just trade a Moose here, maybe. Imagine if you get a really cool foolish at him. I don't know, letter mama. Picto box.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
I think that's a very silly reason to do any kind of foolish check, but I don't know, it's kind of short. You can maybe get a bit of information.
Yeah. Oh my! You had to open your fucking mouth, bro.
Speaking of the devil, oh, do not tell me it's seahorses, because Ace is gonna get rewarded, right?
Yeah, but I mean, how much longer is he gonna forget about lemons?
Yeah, that is true.
That is a good point.
Be the light arrow behind the single thing.
Yeah, I mean this is fine though. Getting the Picto now, at least you can figure out if you need to do seahorses really fast, and then.
Speaking about the locked beans, there's a bean locked bean up
That's
on the tourist roof.
Yeah, that's a funny spot for a bean. Oh yeah, okay. Well, sometimes
there's
it's just
layers.
Occam's razor wins again.
You know, this is a little bit of bittersweet, but we did have light arrows in PFI Way of the Hero.
True.
Where's the bird strat now, huh? Where's the bird strat? I don't want to be too smug about it, but
So
you know.
true. Spec was right. Gonna be super funny if seahorses is still required now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, hopefully Aceslayer does do that and not skip it.
Alright, lay it on me, Eris. Let's hear it. Elegy on eggs. Bean of the
Kinda
hero.
looked like I have a
Could
saying that
happen.
on season 3, if you don't know what song you're gonna get, it's probably Elegy. Here it makes sense.
Yeah. Especially with what you said earlier about the Stone Tower. Oh no, it's a Sonata. Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
At least it's required.
That's
Well,
very
Since we don't
scary.
have Elegy,
Yeah.
what is our next best thing when we don't have Elegy, but we have Light Arrow?
Hmm.
Secret Shrine. There's a Mirror Shield song to check as well, right?
Yeah. Not.
Well,
Oh, yes, in Logic. Yeah.
I think Acelayer's not going to do seahorses.
Yeah, he's skipping it too. Are we going to see a repeat of yesterday, gamers? 4-hour monstrosity because people don't want to route a check that's on the way of doing other things to get a song?
When I said that I don't like Aceslayer's place, I lied. I love this play. Right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's the goat. Goat Slayer.
Isolated. Isolated.
No, I'm super team seahorses, bro.
Here, I mean, you could cope him out of it, saying it's the full clear way of the hero. So even people who don't do seahorses often, you might be inclined to do it, maybe. Although it sucks, because you have to get inside the pirate's den to take the picture and then get out. It is really bad right now.
Yeah, Revan hits a point. Yesterday, the seahorses was not exactly routable.
Yeah. That's why I think, like, in a case like this, you really don't have much of an excuse other than the time it takes to go back to exterior and get a photo. And I think that's why I'm so hesitant to side with the people who are like, fuck seahorses, remove it, make it an always hit. It's only bad if Picto is like specifically locked behind eggs.
Wonder if Painapple is gonna do a Honey and Darling here. This is a very minigame skipper type of seed.
He's thinking about it. That's the oh fuck, it's don't tell me it's seahorses moment is what that is.
Painapple, I look to my left, I look to my right. He's gonna get the... Oh yeah, in Pineapple's mind... No, the bow Painapple got was in Ikana, right? So...
Yeah, he knows already.
Yeah.
So he might still be consciously aware of that bean. Even then, like, again, it's been suggested before that STT is probably going to be your first dungeon. And with that, like, you just spread Stone Tower regardless. Like, even if you're not thinking about beans, you just do it. As long as they remember where the bean is. Because if they reset and they don't have that bean anymore, and they didn't write it down, that could be pretty painful. And your only saving grace is to maybe find Goron and get the one on the hut.
This is dangerous on Ace's side. I don't know if he's interested on resetting the cycle anytime soon, but I think Painapple is just... He got the bean, he got the Song of Storms. Taking the photography course right now. And yet, okay. Fourth time's the charm.
Taking pictures is hard, okay?
Yeah. I feel like Painapple's, once he gets light arrows, is probably just gonna be like, alright, let's go do Egos. It's probably Elegy. And then, hey, STT. Let's clear it, get the song. Get Stone Tower checks. That would be the
I think if you get Elegy or New Wave Bossa Nova, you get into the mad flowchart of progression. Although it's not... Elegy is looking way more likely because of the hint, right?
Yeah, certainly.
Imagine if you get New Wave, I mean, so logically there would still need to be Goron Mask, you know, another way to get Elegy so it could be the first dungeon. It would be a very weird spot. Kind of want it to happen, honestly.
You have to interpret that clearing STT is in logic at either before or at the same time as another dungeon. But it looks like Painapple's just gonna go for Shrine first. But you know what? Fine. It's... yeah.
Weird
Maybe
I didn't...
taking the grotto, I don't know.
Weird I didn't... He got the owl but didn't get the grotto. If we see Shrine before Ego Song, oh my god, do not do it. Oh, you're entering Shrine, do not enter... Oh my god, check Mirror Shield Song first, please! Go into this location!
They want their Deku and they want their Goron.
Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. You get 5 checks here, and Stone Tower Temple is foolish. But you still have 3 beings. You still have the Blue Warp song.
It's very possible that they're not thinking too hard about that whole beam thing. Especially on Ace's slide, because he just said fuck it and went to Palace without Deku and got a beam. But I would hope that at least they have some value in knowing that the song is still going to be required, so you probably want to go do that. The issue is, unless it's Nova, which, I mean, I kind of hope it's Nova, otherwise it doesn't really get you a lot, so that might reduce its value. But I still think it's progression, it's there, you get a song out of it, you might as well do it.
I don't think we've seen stage lights yet, right?
Nope.
We haven't.
It's kind of weird that Ace can go... Oh yeah, Ace doesn't have an Ice Arrow in Logic, so he's gonna do like a bunch of out-of-the-way stuff.
He's certainly, he's gonna run out of stuff sooner or later, and then hopefully he remembers lemons, so it's not like the end of the world for him, but it's a really terrible thing to leave behind, and the longer he does it, the more of an advantage Painapple's going to have. You never know. Aceslayer is good at playing from behind. He almost snuck a win out from me, specifically because he knew he was behind, and he played that to his advantage. So I think it's something he'll be able to work with.
It's kind of interesting because I don't know if I said this enough, but I'm probably the most anti-metagame person that is when it comes to randomizer MMR, but I have seen at least 2 or 3 times where players could interpret very safely that they might have been behind, but I didn't see if people really take advantage of that.
I mean, in my race, all Aceslayer had to do was remember that he had Room Key, and he would have won that race. So that would have been a great example of somebody playing from behind. Hell, I played a Uter League Seed last night where somebody did that to me and they won because of it. So, you know, it does happen, but I agree with you that it feels like a lot of the time metagaming is just screwing yourself even harder than you already are.
My issue with metagaming is that you oh my god, we get beavers again.
No, talk about metagaming.
I am gonna be honest, knowing Season 3, I am probably Song of Timing and double timing all the way to Lemons before I do this, because Beavers never has any.
I agree.
But yeah, when it comes to the thing of metagaming, my reasoning is that I see a lot of metagaming being thrown around at times where maybe it's too early or...
Yeah.
Because the issue is that you can never know for sure if your opponent skipped the same stuff as you did, you know?
Yeah.
It's very difficult because sometimes you can say, oh my god, that guy for sure did, I don't know, Shrine or whatever. But maybe not. Maybe, I don't know, Healing the Witch, stuff like that, you know? For example, if I don't think this is gonna be relevant like ever, but how can you tell if your opponent did Ikana Canyon scrub trade, or the Ocean Title did?
Yeah, certainly. It's one of those things.
If either of the runners get behind, for example, Aceslayer searching for the Ice Arrow, and that is one of the available checks that could have it. How can you tell? You know, you're gonna metagame your opponent. Oh my god, yeah, he sure did the title trade, so I lose anyway. These are the kind of situations that I only consider the whole knowing you're behind or knowing what the opponent didn't do.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very safe.
Certainly, there's been times where I've made calls like, oh yeah, they've definitely done this. Like this and this happened, so I'm behind in this specific way. And then when I talk about it in the interview, they're like, oh no, that didn't happen at all. It was completely different. And I'm like, well, shit. It certainly seems like there has to be some level of like knowing your opponent. Like I think I'd be able to metagame better against like someone like Jess, who I watch a lot and know what he does, than, you know, somebody completely unknown. So I don't know. A lot of it also I think comes down to your knowledge.
If the item is in Poha, Jess wins. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, my first race I ever had against Jess, I placed higher than him specifically because he forgot about Pohut.
Oh my god.
It was something stupid like Goron was on Pohut and then Keg was on Mirror Shield Chest. So Shrine was empty, by the way. So, yep.
It's a dud.
Well, the Shrine Avoiders can just rise up right now, you know.
Yes, 100% does Beavers first because he knows that his execution is just so much better than me that he can do Beavers and still be like massively ahead. So.
Something that it might not even be specifically metagaming, but if you, like playing from a much higher seed than your opponent, that is also something to consider.
Yeah.
You do a safer full clear route, banking on a lot of execution. But I think aside from round 1, maybe a few of the round 2 matches, I don't think it's gonna be relevant anymore.
Yeah, I've certainly seen.
Good, you know.
Yeah, some of the matches we've had so far where there's been a large discrepancy in the seating. Yeah, there's definitely been, I've noticed some of the higher ranked players playing way more thorough than I would normally expect. And that's just because they know they can get away with it and idiot-proof their routes without much risk of falling behind.
Yeah,
well,
Ace
speaking
is
of
gonna do
banking, Aceslayer is going to do all his mini games.
Mm-hmm. Which is
After
something...
a very, very big withdrawal.
I mean, he's got money to spare now.
Yeah.
He is doing the worst Honey Darling minigame, though.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Painapple is doing what we were saying he should be doing, so that's good. Hopefully it's Elegy and he goes STT.
What if it's New Wave?
Well, that's good too, because then you have dungeon progression.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be that just because of the implications of the Stone Tower Temple hint.
Mm-hmm. True.
It could be something very deceptive. For example, they get New Wave Bossa Nova here, and like Goron Mask, Deku, or Keg is inside the temple. So yeah, one of those leads to Elegy, and you could beat it technically as your first dungeon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're all making
more likely that happens than we were thinking.
Yeah, and it's also still very possible that Goron is just an STT and that Bean just means nothing, and it's actually something else in Twin Islands.
Mm-hmm.
But it is Elegy, so keep going. Let's see what that means.
Is this even rando?
Right. So,
Analogy, I like that.
hopefully Painapple goes to STT soon, just for the clear, and hopefully still has a beam.
Mm. But Vidya, we don't have Giant's Mass, it's not in logic.
Giant's Mask is going to be right here, don't you worry.
I'll actually laugh if it really is. Okay.
Would have been funny.
That would have been hilarious, and I would have told you to put away the spoiler log.
I mean, I do have the spoiler log. Because
I know you do.
rolled the seed, but I'm not opening it till the seed's done.
We are getting grandma checks.
All right. If somebody gifts 100 subs right now, I'll read one line from the spoiler log. I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry. Listen, Trez has to eat too, guys.
Garo's mask on first story.
Oh yeah, the first time we're seeing the stories, right? Painapple just...
Yep.
He just did shit? I think, yeah, right?
And stories are worthless.
Kind of interesting to see what is happening to Aceslayer, because we often talk about, skipping checks. When do you start skipping checks? When do you just rush progression that we talk about? And I think this is a good example where it can backfire if you start doing too early.
Yeah.
Because Lemons is a slow check, nobody wants to do it, but when you have the bottleneck type of situation at the beginning of the seed, you don't have many items. Oh my god, that long jump!
That's why we stand close to the center, gamers. So I think what happened there, because it didn't look like... I don't know if Painapple was just close enough to the ledge that as he was holding up to aim the hook shot, he just like ran off on his own card. He did have Bunny Hood on, so that might have affected it somewhat. But I mean, you can make the hook from that platform from a lot farther than you think, so it's better to just stand in the center. So if the Keese nudges you, you just get a little nudge, and then worst case, like you could be like Jess, you get a little fess because you're holding ESS or something. But Painapple doing a safer version of that, which is just to kill a Keese, and that's fine too.
It does come up often. the fire bat just screwing you up.
Yeah.
We have a feature that removes keys to just call it Keysy.
That's
Oh god.
yeah, no. We already have Keysy.
So does that mean that day 1 grave bats is a free check? I would like that.
Oh yeah, the chest is just there.
Yep.
It just spawns out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, on the topic of skipping checks and Ace's situation, because yeah, the lemons was skipped, and we see the ironic part on the side on his side of the screen, because if he skipped lemons because the check is slow, maybe it was just an honest mistake of not remembering. Yeah. But you see that he did all the mini games, all the clock town stuff, so you kind of play, you know, aggressively or risky, and you then end up full clearing stuff anyway at the end.
That's yeah, Breagle. That's Jess just happened to be aiming hook shot, and he just happened to be holding ESS position, and the keys hit him, and he just fessed right off the platform.
Bookies actually makes a good point. Kome's Ocean Title Deed could come in clutch.
It would be pretty shitty spot, but here we go. Painapple is checking the bean chests. Good job on remembering the bean. This could be it. This could be Deku right here.
I'm waiting for it.
And Aceslayer buys. Oh, we could have found the mother load.
There's Kamaro.
Could lead to something.
Ah, there it is. Bean of the hero, baby.
It's Bean of the hero.
Bean of the hero. I love when that happens, man.
Losers bracket round 1 of season 3. My God.
Stuff. Let's go.
All right, so Goron, maybe Keg, and we're in go mode.
Never underestimate the individual bean location. Never.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I just had another evil thought. What if the song for on Blue War is healing?
Oh, I mean, then that just means you gotta find Keg.
But it could be Pamela.
I mean,
Would you mean that healing is required in some way?
yeah. So like you have an indication, and I mean Pamela's not that hard to route in, especially if you have some indication that healing is required. Like you just do it very quickly.
I'm thinking more of the, you know, 1-star bottle type of bait behind healing.
Yeah.
What? It would also be interesting.
Either way, if we can get a required Pamela seed, my bet is still on the table.
Painapple's going for the recoil flip here. Oh my God,
Very
is he
nice.
going for the double recoil? Don't do it. Oh. Rip.
If you went for it, it would have been very weird because he was
was
at the
angled.
crooked position.
Yeah.
I don't know if that works. If you do the straight recoil, then it's a very good lineup. I never went for with the crooked. And this is not a long jump, is it? It is?
Yeah, there you go.
Learn something every day. I thought you didn't long jump because you just drop down from there.
I think, yeah, I'm not sure.
I didn't want only one of the sides because on the side you come from, I think it just drops you dead there.
Yeah, it might only be a left side thing, which would be really convenient because there's no chest to hook shot on that side. Wait, why did you do that?
Yeah, I mean he's gonna soar out and
Yeah.
after the boss key, so he maybe opted for this.
Oh
rather than
yeah,
doing
oh my
long jump.
God, that's actually Omega Big Brain. What the hell?
feels kind of weird that you just press the button and come back. It feels like very backtracky rather than just doing the long jump. But if you don't want to do the long jump, it's valid.
Yeah.
A lot
just
of
realized.
Oh my god. Painapple did the double hit. Oh, the fast Gomez, very nice, very nice.
Very nice.
Didn't even spin attack, just did a raw slice. They got the second hit. Very cool.
The first time
We
seeing that.
We never saw a hint for Ranch Sisters, have we?
I think so. Probably doesn't really matter because Keg is gonna be your go mode. If not.
Oh yeah,
go
that's
mode.
actually true. That's true.
So they could be just chilling in springtime hints and we don't actually fucking care.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, we wouldn't care.
Yeah. Alright guys, I may not be the most impartial here, but I really want this match to go 3 hours for the sole reason that if that's the case, then we will have 12 and a half plus hours of uninterrupted MMR bracket matches today.
Woo!
Not a single moment since 9 a.m. Eastern this morning has there been a break from bracket matches. And if we can last until Pixel Voodoo starts, then that will continue until that race ends at least like around, assuming 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And I mean, with the way seeds have been going lately, probably longer. Let's be real.
I want Ace to have a chance at this race still.
Yeah, I mean,
Even though none of us approve the Bremen mask thing, you want them to catch up, have a chance.
it's again, like he's gonna run out of stuff pretty quickly. So hopefully he goes into what did I forget mode quickly and then be like, oh yeah, Bremen.
I think it's gonna be here right now. He played today 3. Side shrine without the time transition. Yep. That has to be bittersweet.
I didn't see if Aceslayer had a bean in his inventory.
Ace has to remember the being of the hero. Then it's a matter of if he goes back to Twin Islands or Deku Palace out of logic again. Matters is that he remembers the bean and gets it, whatever the place it is.
And that's Twin Mold halfway down.
No, Sky, Painapple ran out of magic, so he has to use normal arrows.
Yeah, I was about to say the same. Because I saw Eris mention, like, but he has no magic. Yeah, actually, they have the light arrows active, even with no magic.
Oh, they were using light arrows? Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, light arrows still do more damage than normal arrows, I guess, but yeah, you're just wasting magic at that point. Yeah, at this point, if you're Painapple, if you're the newer player, less experienced, knowing that Aceslayer probably has a bit of an execution advantage on you, like every moment is going to count now that he's got ice arrows. I mean, he's still got a lot of catch-up work to do, but stuff like this is what's going to help him catch up back up. So.
Painapple just has to not run out of arrows.
Yeah,
Although he has
definitely
Great Fairy, right?
He does have Great Fairy Sword, yeah.
His OP just doesn't reset this fight.
Oh. It was... Wow, what a cool pause frame. Oh, he's going for it.
Oh. Might as well.
Nope.
I missed.
Oh no, value the arrows. Just dump the arrows. Think about the sword later, please. Still do it.
Oh, we gotta get an arrow refill. That's fine. If only you could get a magic refill.
Oh!
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Refill, nice.
There you go.
Oh!
Nice. Good spin attack.
Putting twin mode to its place. Love to see it.
On healing.
You speak to check that is technically foolish. Oh no, no, money mask! Go! Oh, it's foolish. No, money mask. I had a heart attack for a second. Yeah.
Ooh, Bossa Nova.
Alright. Get to GBT, son.
Gotta press 4 on the dungeons now. Let's go.
And it's just like you said, like, you just have progression up the butt now. Like, you've got your next probably 20 minutes at least set for you. Doing Deku Palace first is fine. Get a song, you get information if you need to be more thorough and search for Keg. And then you just do GBT. And if you haven't found Gordon at that point, then you cry a little.
Woodfall Tempo is available.
Oh, true, yeah. Okay, yeah, you have to do one. Damn.
Because this can't be a way of the hero for Blue Warp song situation, so I don't think there's any reason to do the typical GBT avoidance and go Woodfall first. Reason to, you know, not... I mean, you know what is it?
I don't think it matters that much, but doing this first, you get another song, and you get to route in Palace. So I think it makes sense to do this first. That and Woodfall is, I think, just a little bit shorter than GBT. Although with the, oh, is he doing the glitchless move? Oh, he almost got it. That would have been really hype. Sorry, I trailed off, but yeah.
A little bit more crooked for the strat.
Yeah.
Angle.
I don't think it matters. I can see justifications for doing either GBT or Woodfall first, but again, you get a song out of this, so.
And Woodfall has to feel really nice because you just do everything in one go up to the end of the temple.
Yeah, definitely.
I am more serious about avoiding GBT if you have any other temple to do, because they don't have Stone Tower Climb or Stone Tower Temple anymore. So go mode is gonna suck if they have to go Great Bay Temple.
Yeah, that's a good point as well, for sure. So
yeah, Keaton's New Way Bossa Nova is not foolish because the hint was Stone Tower Temple foolish except for song.
There's something that Painapple didn't do that could bail Ace out.
Oh well, yeah, true. Oh, Aceslayer pressed the give dumbass button to cancel out the text. Woo! Yeah, do it to cancel. Woo!
Talk to these guys by accident so much, and I only noticed it recently. Feels really good.
Just barely enough magic.
No, I think if you're gonna do Mirror Shield chest, then right side well isn't that much longer anyway, so I think it's fine to do these checks if you're checking both. Oh my god, dude. Painapple got boned. He got boned so hard there. That guard, lol. Yeah, he knows that was bullshit.
I gotta say, on Painapple's side, he can't know that Ace is in the situation that he is. So these execution mistakes, they might not feel so good.
And it might rattle him a little bit.
I have the time to stand in front of the guards and spam the shield button out of spite just because you got caught. You just gotta move, man. Oh no, by the frog! Don't do it!
That was super risky. That one's on you, Painapple. I'm sorry.
You absolutely never go for the front there.
Yeah.
Especially if the guy didn't stay static. Dangerous stuff. Tokyo Palace is deceptively dangerous.
Yep. Okay. Good this time. I think this jump is...
I like Painapple's chances. I don't want to jinx it too much, but these mistakes can add up. Given that we know that Ace is in a better situation right now.
I mean, he's still got a lot of catch-up to do. He's still a temple plus behind. And we don't even know if he's going to go...
Yeah.
That's
There's also the unknown being situation if
Yeah.
Ace is going to do the being check right now.
That's exactly
Evan's
what I
aware
was
of
going to
it.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
what to order a monkey?
alright, so, pray that it's the double lullaby then.
Mm-hmm.
Or pray that Keg comes first. I feel like, what has Ace done that Painapple hasn't? Other than, like, Clock Town minigames. And, I guess, right side well.
Ocean Spider House back chest.
Ah, whatever.
I was gonna say beavers, but in that, both of them
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. I don't know, that there's Seahorses is still available. Seahorses is still available.
We still got the full clear way of the hero meme up for grabs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, you missed it. We saw Painapple do right side.
Yeah, from the looks of things here, this is only gonna end right at the end after Fisherman game is done.
Yeah.
Gonna go all the way. Imagine if you get Gora Mask in one of the Woodfall chests. You cannot wait to soar to check the song.
Yeah, do you just check the song right away? Do you, like, leave and come back?
Hit the owl and you absolutely do it. Definitely. I mean, inside
100%.
Woodfall, not the temple itself.
Yeah.
Oh. No! Oh yeah, he never got
Oh
the foolish.
my
Oh my god!
God!
The entrance of Mystery Woods. Oh, this is gonna...
He's gonna get baited by so much. There's gonna be so much bait in here.
Oh, this is as bad as it gets.
We
Holy
already know he's...
crap.
Bro, okay. Well, that's actually good. That's actually good for him. But, I mean, GFS, so, like, who cares? But, like, you have... We know that Romani's mask is on twin molds. So he's getting baited by Milk Bar at the very least.
And he has to think about Deku logic in case he gets that Romani mask before looking elsewhere. You're supposed to have Deku to finish the temple on casual logic.
There's Landeed. It's thankfully something we could check after Woodfall is cleared. We don't have to worry like we do with, like, Picto Contest.
And kids, do not skip your hints, please. And if you don't have all the foolishes, please look around. Oh my god.
Where was this Stone Tower hint again?
Mystery Woods.
Mystery Woods.
Again.
Oh my. Okay, that's. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
This is one of those max punishment situations for Ice Arrow, for this temple.
That's
Oh my
another one.
God.
He does get. So far, he's only been rewarded. He's only been rewarded with double magic and a sword upgrade. And double magic, especially, will be really with twin molds.
Imagine if Blur was here.
Also, we did do both Smithy X. Smithy 1 was bomb bag, Smithy 2 was just 20 rubies.
Really tricky sun switch shot to make, but nails it. Oh boy, what are we getting baited by next?
Oh my god, a Stone Tower Foolish with so much bait.
That's, dude, Stone Tower always has like 1 billion gold chests in it.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
Okay. So far, not punished, other than the obvious time loss of doing Stone Tower Temple. But otherwise, it hasn't been as catastrophic as it could be. Yeah, in Ace's mind, this is like, dude, this is the best play in the world. Why would you do anything else? It's the raw confidence I expect from my Goat Slayer. Who else can say that they have a bracket win on both Jess and I don't know? Can anybody else say that? Because Aceslayer can say that. I think
it's a lot of baggage.
I mean, I could say it, but it wouldn't be true at all.
And you want to know why? You want to know why he beat I don't know? Because he gambled fucking dog race, bro. And that's why he's the champ.
Prophecy. Dog race gamble could have the Deku mask. This wasn't the reality. Maybe in another one. Well, I guess we're on the waiting room for what Woodfall has. The trade items get checked.
So far, it's been not a lot. Did he do upper yet, or no? He went right side first.
Okay.
This is This is the one item from Go Mode Woodfall route.
Wanna see the CSMC optimal Ice Arrow shot? No, don't pull the Great Fairy.
Oh, can you use ice arrows on this guy?
So, okay, I am so proud of this. So, you enter by the left side of the door, right? You pull the bow, you know, quick draw stuff, whatever. You don't have to do it. You shoot an ice arrow or a light arrow instantly. You even have time to arrow cycle. You just snap the guy right away. You're next to the door. CSMC optimal.
Holy shit.
Good.
Holy shit. I'm gonna
use that strat.
I'm opening up KZ right now and I'm gonna practice this. I'm gonna do it just for you, bud.
I unironically labbed this fight back in season 2, and I found you know, the most obvious things in the world. I got these shots, but it's like, when are you ever gonna get to do them? Because half the time you have Goron Mask, and it was the best strategy. Even with Great Fairy, do it anyway. Very rare to come up.
Feels so nice being the one to discover something, right? It's just like, this is mine. It's my strategy, and you all get to use it.
I made this.
Okay, I voted to ban the only tech I ever found, or not ban, but I guess obsolete the only tech I've ever found. Because now we can just do damage boosts in Deku Palace. But did you know you guys can also do a ground jump slash to get on the walls?
Made that stuff up? I use it all the time. It's so good. Cause I only think I've ever reached Deku Palace in season 3 with like 1.5 hard tops.
Yeah. You don't have damage.
I really like the ground jump. I will always ground jump there.
Yeah.
So your knowledge that has been found is still very useful. Don't worry.
Especially with CSMC when you have like no hearts ever, right?
Pretty much, exactly.
It's just like a glitchless run. You never have health in Deku Palace. That's just the meme. Especially with Big Octo Skip now. All right, here we go. What's up here? Holy shit, I'm doing this Dino Post strat every single time, bro. This is awesome.
So good. You can like quick draw the bow rolling over the gap.
Oh
and stuff.
shit, that's Keg. Oh my god, that's Keg and
No
Foolish.
way!
So, yeah, that's foolish. We're on a casino for Goron.
Well, that's really good news for Painapple.
This is so much content for the audience because we would never know that. But
Yeah.
at what cost, you know?
Because Aceslayer died so the restream could live.
Imagine if Ace just never gets the Bean of the Hero stuff and finds Goron Mask somehow before Deku and goes all the way up to the healing checks. Oh my god.
And then he's gonna what? He's gonna find Lullaby? He's not doing it! He's not going to Stone Tower! Oh my god! No!
It's not in his mind. The Bean checks are just they're just gone.
Aceslayer, no.
I think this is only gonna end in like Deku Mask and Great Bay Temple and then do all Goron Mask and Great Bay Temple, do all the healing checks behind Keg.
Alright, I'm gonna do a bet. I'm gonna do a bet, but I'm doing it really quick. We're doing it until Aceslayer soars away from Woodfall.
You mean Painapple?
Painapple, I'm so sorry. If I can find where I'm supposed to set up the bet. Hold on. Betting dashboard. Alright, where is Goron? Open betting. Alright, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be really short just because there's not a lot of checks left in the game. So we'll do this until Painapple soars away from Woodfall.
I gotta go with my obligatory somewhere stupid bet.
Ocean Title Trade is a really good guess.
Yeah. Certainly one of the worst checks.
I'm gonna go with a basic one. My man Fisherman.
Yeah. What is that on Adola?
Giant's
Mask.
Mask.
Oh, that's massive.
I mean, anyone keeping track of Beat Stone Tower Temple logic?
There you go.
Because we didn't see FD, right?
We haven't
Alright.
seen FD, no.
Probably a 10-second warning on bets. Get them in now, guys.
Maybe FD is like trapped in gossips or whatever.
Alright, betting is now closed.
So there was another seed where there was a weird logic with Goat Heart Container or something where the requirement was to expect to beat the temple, aka get the blue warp. I think it was, I don't know. So when it comes to the Heart Container, I'm not sure if it's true, but seed could expect you to, you know, go all the way until full clearing one temple and then going back to beat another one at the first dungeon. There's no reason why it can't do that.
Alright, what's the plan, Painapple? What do we gotta get done before GBT? I sure hope it's not a lot. Okay, deposit. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think most interesting, do you even check any minigame stuff, any clock town cleanup? I think with Great Bay Temple available, you just never look back, even though it could bite you. Could be a lottery situation.
It's hard to say. So we don't really know what's going through Painapple's mind right now. So we don't know if he's like panicking, like, oh god, I'm so behind, or if he's feeling, you know, good. Just be like, la-di-da, just do your progression.
Resetting the cycle, I'm sure. Sure why. I have to reset for the Kamara mask. Was the sisters check maybe? Maybe
Yeah,
see if
Probably
you got that one.
sisters. Yeah,
that's true.
yeah, because you have to check that one.
Where are you going, bud? Nice. Probably just not paying
We'll see.
attention.
Say hi
Just-
to the mask salesman.
Yeah. Grandma stories, I suppose? Yeah. Alright, sure. We have to hope that,
So in Stone Tower Temple there was a powder keg, which is the one of maybe the main bait item, depending on when Aceslayer gets the Deku mask. Yeah, the Romani and the heart container as well as the other bait. I'm seeing the great on my stories now, I guess.
yeah, of all the things that could have been in STT, there's no letter to Mama. It's good. There was a Romani mask, which sucks. That's probably going to be a bit of a time commitment for Aceslayer. But other than that, like, it could have been worse.
I'm not sure about putting off Goron as GBT. It's a good quality of life, but I think it's too silly no matter what skill you have or if
Yeah.
you're a beginner or not. Putting off just because you can't do the void strat. We're
Failing
gonna
is
still-
good.
Some clock down cleanup. Oh, no,
I mean, doing this now versus later is, I don't know. It's a toss up. I can see the justification, but I agree that hopefully GBT is soon.
you got a great fairy sword to do the ward fight as well.
Yeah.
It's fine, but I really much rather see Great Bay Temple first.
Yeah, do your dungeons unless they're foolish. And I mean, I've done it. I did foolish Snowhead Temple in a race against frigging Jess. And I almost snuck out a win too. I feel really bad about it. But I did foolish Snowhead Temple, got baited by Midnight Meeting. Got baited by a bunch of shit. It happens to the best of us. That's all I can say.
Speaking of interesting checks, we're gonna see what's in left side well as well right now.
Well as well.
It's quite the commit. Gonna go all the way down here. You can't void as Goron. Have to soar back. Walk all the way upwards to enter from the front.
Just do Isis Icona again like a Chad. No, because when Aceslayer went to well for the first time, he just went to do Mirror Shield Chest and then right side, which I was saying earlier, like it's pretty fast to do both of those sequentially. But then left well is a little bit more of a commitment because you have to go explicitly out of your way to get it. Where you could just be in any Aceslayer's position, just go to Stone Tower after you soar.
Buying the blue potion alone can be awkward. You have to prepare before.
That's a sort of kid from Painapple. He's going GBT.
See.
He hasn't
maybe
checked.
stage light?
Yeah, he hasn't checked stage lights yet. So hopefully, yeah, he's checking it. And that's just this. This was purely just I was dingus checking him there. Like I would just be like, does he remember that stage lights you can't do after GBT? And thankfully he did. So good job, Painapple, on remembering. Even though we know this is nothing, like I'm glad that he's doing this. Unless he doesn't soar back to Cape here. Okay, thank God. Woo! I was sweating there for a second, boys.
I wouldn't even know which one is faster to just go back from the front door or do this soar.
I think if you don't have Goron, it's definitely faster to soar. Maybe not. Maybe you just do like a really wicked Zora dive back.
And it's not the case where you have to enter a room and then exit the room. Whole door transition screen. What's on Painapple's mind right now?
Oh fuck, how do I do the first room without Goron? I forget how you're supposed to do it. That's what's on his mind.
Oh, sorry, I thought of Ace, because he's in clock. I'm gonna source somewhere, but yeah, Painapple.
Yeah. We'll see. I wonder if there's any random player out there who legitimately doesn't know how to do the first room without Goron. Like, Goron Water Wheel's the only way they ever learned how to do that room. So they have to, like, spend time figuring out the actual puzzle. That'd be really funny to me. Okay, he knows what to do. That would be so funny to me.
I personally don't not know how to do it, but I hope this doesn't sound braggy. More the reverse, but I swear the water wheel is easier for me than this. Because I can't get too greedy and I fall at the you know, turbulence thing, or I fall at the corner that doesn't have a ledge.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Way too much room for accidents.
Yeah, timing the water jet can be like a little weird. And then you can like accidentally get a short hop and dive into the water. Yeah. You're right, there's a lot of ways you can screw that up. What should seem like a simple string of execution is just so risky for some reason.
We've seen Swamp Archery?
I think so. Yeah, we definitely did.
I don't know.
Maybe not?
I don't think so. No, because I don't remember Painapple doing it.
Ooh. Okay.
I know we're seeing it now, which is good.
It was not even routable ever for them. Either of the three bows.
Ooh, clutch ledge grab there from Painapple.
Tiny one.
And then
Useless item.
Nice jewelry.
okay, I know what the worst spot is for Painapple now. And it's definitely hot take, but it's definitely Seahorses. It's a hot quite a conversation. Because he is for sure, if he clears GBT, like that is going to be his last check. 100%.
It is very dangerous, even though Ace might seem very behind, but depending on the lottery aspect of the check, could be that Painapple never finds it.
Yeah, and honestly, this is like the third or fourth time I've seen, like this season, that I've seen Aceslayer like forget something. And each time, well, okay, two out of the 3 times that I've seen it happen so far, he's gotten himself out of it. Like, he's able to remember stuff that he has forgotten eventually. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. If this gets, like, super casino, then he could just randomly remember Stone Tower. So, you definitely can't count Aceslayer out in situations like this.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes
This is
down
a letter
to
to Mama. Letter to Mama in Swamp Archery.
Oh, shit.
I see 2 things that Painapple might take a long time to see.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, the thing is, it's pretty much that, because in Ace's mind, so far, until he remembers the bean, he doesn't have any particular progression, so he's just doing a bunch of total lottery checks. So in case he finds Goron and, you know, randomly remembers, oops, you know, there was a bean in Twin Islands, Way of the Hero. And then he decides to do that, he's just gonna go mode a bunch of stuff that Painapple already did.
Yeah, and oh, Goron's could just be right there. Yeah, alright. Alright.
Wow.
We had a feeling. And there it is.
That's
Talk
go
about
mode.
Talk about lessons to learn, even though it's results oriented in this race. You know, maybe stay in logic a little bit. Don't ignore Sphere 1 checks too early. King of the hero.
All
What a
right.
seed.
I've got 2 bets that were close enough, which was Wart.
Had to beat a dungeon for GBT access, which was most likely. It was either Woodfall Temple or Stone Tower Temple.
Logically, we would probably say not Stone Tower, Woodfall because of Giant's Mask being on Odawa.
Yeah, if it's the weird heart container logic, maybe it was the no, it was because of the hint in this case. So Stone Tower Temple could have been the first one because of the hint.
Hmm.
Maybe FD is somewhere, or the wonky heart container logic isn't applicable. Oh my god. And the thing is, oh my god, in Painapple's mind, he doesn't know.
Yeah, he
Ele
doesn't
não
know that.
sabe que Powder Kegs no necessita.
Whoa. Is he gonna do Wart?
I mean, it would require some nuts to not do it. So you
Yeah.
don't know.
It's one of those
It's a
things where,
delicate
like,
situation.
you can bail at a GBT at some point and not lose a horrific amount of time. There is a point in the route where it's like kind of okay to just bail and come back to finish the dungeon. But
Speaking of forgotten stuff, we are seeing the bean.
yeah. We
Better late
specifically
than
saw him
never.
go for Zoe Grotto. So he remembered where the bean was, which is good. The issue is he's still an entire half a palace and Woodfall Temple and half of GBT behind. So he's got a lot of catch up to do, but Painapple... Okay, never mind. I thought he was leaving. I thought he was GTFOing.
This is... Well, I guess you can sort to invert the flux.
Yeah.
You're gonna get necessarily any void skip out of that. It's valid.
But this is an indication, at least, that they're skipping Wart. Which is, I mean, risky, but it's good in Painapple's position.
I think it's a good spot to do it as well. It will be the single check you will be absolutely skipping and never coming back for it, except after seahorses or whatever. I think it's a very valid reason.
Yeah.
Because you got an... No, I mean, no, you don't have a Snowhead Temple. I don't know. I guess you have stuff. It's not much because there's no Snowhead Temple. In case it's not your go mode. We all know it is, of course, but... LDR, I think ward skipping here is valid, even if you're playing the 50-50 for the Powder Keg hunt. Man, Painapple is seed 28.
Yeah, this would be a very big upset for sure. Aceslayer obviously been somebody who's been playing since the before times, since the S1 days, when stuff like Powder Keg and fucking Bank 2 didn't exist. Powder Keg wasn't hinted. There was a lot different. We didn't even have friggin' Bank speed up, man. And
Isn't there a point where Labfish was hinted because there was no speed up as well?
not in my time, thankfully. But yeah, this would be a extremely big dub for Painapple if he can pull this off.
It is great, and this is losers as well. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
commentator doesn't know the the match that is being played, but it is losers bracket, right?
Yeah, this is losers bracket round
Yeah.
1.
Which
Man.
is going to be unfortunate.
Yeah,
What an
it's-
upset, and with the elimination on the line, this is crazy.
It's certainly not what Aceslayer I think was expecting. Just sucks that they got kind of shitty luck of the draw in terms of seeding, running into somebody who was criminally underseeded. Sorry, guys. And then to just lose to, you know, couple of unfortunate placements of items, but also, you know, it does bear repeating that there were multiple required items that were passed by multiple times. So
Yeah, I don't fully blame Ace. It definitely rewarded, you know, knowing the Bean of the Hero logic and not ditching Bremen Mask check too early. But as far as it goes, it can happen to almost anyone.
nonetheless,
You gotta be
like,
careful, definitely.
yeah, even that being said, like, this is not an easy seed to play, and it was not one that there's so much potential for Dingus. So the fact that Painapple was able to play this like more or less, I think, correctly, how we were generally expecting the seed to play out, right? Like, aside from the beginning, I think he knew to go to Stone Tower, and he knew to check specifically the Stone Tower chests and not do Stone Tower Temple. And then he did Palace into Woodfall, and then he did a couple minigames and then did GBT. So more or less, I think he played the seed pretty correctly for the last half. And certainly if they can... Good?
Yeah, when it comes to, you know, I don't know, maybe judging the plays and whatnot, maybe you know, we talk about the out of logic Zora stuff, yada yada yada, but that wasn't even a big deal because eventually he went into logic with the bow and the Ikana tingle of all things, and it was all fine. It's pretty good stuff at the end.
Yeah. Just oh hey, FD, nice.
Is that oh, so there's no wonky hard container logic, right? Because this FD is behind first dungeon.
Yeah. Specifically, well, no, I guess you could do, yeah, never mind.
It can be one of both, since you must get the Giant's Mask for a dual hard container. And, you know, I mean, why wouldn't the randomizer expect you to immediately soar and beat Stone Tower Temple instead?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, yes.
And that's a good point that was brought up in chat. There was a practice race last night that Aceslayer and Painapple were both in. And Aceslayer got a frigging 150. Do you know how hard it is to sub 2 in Bespoke? Do you know how rare that is? That's huge. So
I cannot relate to that. Every time I try to play like high rolly and skipping checks, I always get absolutely bombarded.
Yeah, exactly. So that, I guess the point being, Aceslayer is a really good player, and had this seed been even a little bit different, I'm sure Aceslayer would be for sure walking away with the dub. But that's not to discount Painapple, because again, like, I've been overall very impressed with what I've seen today. Certainly exceeded my expectations from, you know, how long he's been playing and what position he had in quals. So, yeah, all around, I'm pretty satisfied with what I'm seeing today.
I hope it doesn't sound mean, not now or the, I don't know, 20 times I've mentioned it, but I really like, you know, you don't skip lemons at the very early stage of the game, you get rewarded, and then you remember the Bean of the Hero logic, you get rewarded, you don't skip the Gossip Stone, you get rewarded. I definitely like to see that, even though I don't necessarily think, you know, oh my god, Ace should just lose. Not at all true, but I like the reward side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. The only... Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, this is pretty much like a seed where you have to, like, look at the logic very carefully and just follow it to the T. You can't really just go out of your way.
Yeah, definitely. And then, I mean, you just follow the logic and then follow progression. It's, like, very basic, I'd say. You do have to, especially with the beginning with the Zora mask, which I was gonna say that's like one of the few things I will say Painapple probably could have played a little bit better, but I mean, Aceslayer made a lot of the same decisions in the early game. And at the end of the day, like, you're still doing checks that are going to be in logic soon enough anyway. It's just, I don't know. At the beginning of the seed, you rush time a day. You rush day 3 chest, night 3 chest as soon as you can, and then you're just like a mega golden. Like everything just falls into your lap basically.
I don't know, man. This sounds like a pretty linear sub 2's possible kind of talk, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Just kidding.
Painapple. We're not really talking about it, but Painapple, I'm sure, right in this moment, is sighing a huge sigh of relief, because that is the first indication he has that that was the required song and there's no keg. We knew.
Yep.
We saw where the keg was.
Mm-hmm. And that is go mode for Painapple.
Just love to see the red song icon there. No better feeling.
The lost Goron was in Great Bay Temple.
Just on the
Bob
way.
check or something.
And that was pretty much like we knew it. Like that was the perfect win condition for Painapple. Is just Goron is just on the way in GBT. We knew he was just ahead in terms of raw progression, and Acelayer's only hope at that point was for it to be somewhere weird.
Mm-hmm.
Which like where could it else could it have been? Because like Deku Playground comes to mind. Letter to Mama certainly. Oh wait, I don't know if Acelayer checked that actually, but
Maybe not.
Still on the, keeping things in check, on the, when it comes to saving time, Painapple did not double time to Night 3 at all. I would have done that if maybe when I got Goron Mask or at the end of Great Bay Temple. Even if you're playing the 50-50, you kind of have nothing to lose. But now I think he's going to wait at Majora. We all know that's not going to matter, but
yeah,
gotta
he's
keep it sharp.
bro. There was one, I think it was my first bracket match last year against Drunus, where it was keg for oath after all your progression dungeons, and let me tell you, the 6-hour wait for South Clocktown to open in a bracket match in a 1v1 against your best friend Drunus, that's painful 6 minutes, buddy. that is not fun.
The nut low keg for oath placement, just nothing worse than that. Nepo's just not. He doesn't have it in mind. I don't even know if he's nervous, if he thinks he's ahead, or
Holy
what is
shit, he's
on
going to the
with his
pixel shot. Sorry to interrupt, but it's a
mind.
cool.
Easy, man.
It's cool to see it from the 28C. I don't even do this. You know how
I
hard
do
it is
it,
to steal
but-
torch?
Painapple seems like he has a good controller setup. I don't know if it's console.
You got it.
I think his setup was a little bit weird. I don't think it was a full backflip. You can see by the 2 dots on the wall texture. Usually when they're more grouped together, more visible, I think that's a better position. Got 2 very separate ones, but could hit it. It's all good.
Yeah, Aris, that's also a good point that Goron had to be at least bomb locked, or well, not bomb locked, but like behind blast mask access. Because if you get Goron early, then the road to Icona Way of the Hero makes no sense.
Yeah, that is very interesting actually. And you absolutely had to keep track of blast mask logic to enter north because you didn't have Goron, and so I don't think they got any bomb bags that weren't bomb blocked themselves.
Yeah.
But that is true because technically you could go all the way deep into Icana and beneath the well before having a north access.
Unless Keg is required and it's en route to Icona Grotto. Because then the blast mask would just be bait. That could have happened. Were they thinking about that? Probably not, but that's a possibility. Maybe they were 5-head after all.
Yeah, there are a lot of situations that, you know, could make the logic completely irrelevant. So it's a very thin line. Maybe you prioritize certain things except that aren't the DP Kana stuff because of the blast mask north axis logic for the other things. But that's kind of as far as you go. You can't really say nothing will be there ever.
Yeah, certainly. Alright, so second try tunnel jump there for Painapple. I cannot, for the life of me, do tunnel jump with just fire arrows. I don't know why. Just because the
Sure. Oh, go ahead.
it's just the bomb setup is so smooth and fluid and has visual cues. And like when you have to line it up manually, it feels like I never get the right angle.
I much prefer the bomb setup as well, but I said once to lab, especially to, you know, help beginners and stuff with the fire arrow strat. I think I found a good one. From the left to the right of the tip of that platform, you go kind of 2/3. You know?
From the left to
2/3
the
of the
right?
platform from the left to the right. You stay there at the tip of it. You use your sword to go to the very tip of it. And then you chuck a fire arrow, backflip, and then hold forward. Do the jump slash. That is what I do on when I don't have bomb bag, and it always works.
Upward backflip?
And yeah, you go to the 2/3. You slash your sword to be on the very tip. Then you chuck the fire arrow, backflip, you know, to get some distance, and then just hold forward.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's okay. I like that.
You're gonna have enough distance that you're not gonna get to the rooftop by accident. You're gonna be very well on the jump slash range. You can do it for both of them, but on the second one, you can do other stuff. You can just fire the fire arrow first and do the bomb movement.
All right, I'll give this a shot. Yeah, if I'm in a bombless seed, then I cry and I take like 3 times to do tunnel jump. Yeah, you don't know, again, you don't know what's going through Painapple's mind right now, because he's thinking like, oh god, I wasted so much time. I did like Secret Shrine and Clocktown mini games for nothing. I'm playing against
Secret Shrine being done. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Playing against Goat Slayer, you never know when he's gonna finish. So I'm sure there's some nerves setting in right now, looking at race time. If they do look at race time, seeing that he's not done, it's like, is this it? Am I gonna get away with this, or what's happening here?
Yeah, imagine the situation. You have every minute that passes, you still don't have the Aceslayer finished text on the race time, and you're doing the tango dance with Goat meanwhile.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is maybe okay. Maybe he's not sweating about this because he needs to kill time of day anyway. So this isn't time loss, so to speak.
In this very position, it absolutely doesn't matter because the mistake was not double timing the forehand.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever.
Maybe he's just like super chill. Do you think maybe he's hitting like a fat blunt right now? Maybe. It's like I need to relax a little bit, bro. Get a little greener.
It'd be nice to get a massage in this spot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, personal masseuse for my MMR matches.
Oh, that's the dream.
Meanwhile, the goat is down. I repeat, the goat is down.
Oh no, the mask change. You gotta save real time, man.
Bing. All right, so if Painapple is just acutely aware of the inner workings of Majora's Mask, he will not soar here. He will walk back to Clocktown because he has to kill in-game time.
Never remember the thing where how the door opens. Every time I had to wait, I was just in Clocktown
Yeah,
until I heard the.
I actually think it's a little faster to wait in East Clocktown still, just because you don't have to wait for the stairs to go down, right? Because like
Although
right,
the extra transitions are awkward.
yeah, but I still think it's a little bit faster. But either way, like again, like if you store, you're pausing the clock for both playing the song and the cutscene. And what ends up happening is it works out that like going through all those loading zones is less time where the clock is paused overall, so it ends up being faster for you to walk back. As long as you don't have to like pause and equip stuff, which like he has arrows and he has transformation mass on the D-pad, so he'll be fine. Arrows, obviously, you need to clear the ice once you hit Terminate Field, but it's just one of those things that you should be aware of in case, because it can matter. Like, you can save a decent amount of time, like on the order of, like, I'd say 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, just by walking back. Yeah, the clock pauses. It's one of the few times in the game where the clock pauses is right after you beat a boss.
Apple cannot wait enough to get inside the Majora fight.
Bro, please, let me in! Let me in!
Every second without the finish message is like, is this it? Am I gonna upset here? To move on to the losers bracket round 2?
The Painapple did not go for the backup in Iceless. And honestly, if like nerves are setting in at all, like I can respect that. If you don't think you're confident getting the backup, you just do the room normally. It doesn't waste a significant amount of time. Aceslayer, thankfully, getting the backup.
The ice arrow is quite slow, but I do not go for the backup as well.
Yeah.
It's too weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to gauge because like you're supposed to wait for the propeller to go off screen and then you wait like a little bit. But like, what's a little bit? What does that mean? You just kind of have to know. Yeah, I agree. The setup's a little weird. Painapple's going
into it, but the better option, obviously, is just to hit the trick.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this I would definitely say this is a big upset. All right, here's Majora for Painapple. Yeah, and I think, honestly, sorry, I'm trying to remember a bunch of stuff because this is my first time doing a restream. And so like certain things I forget are my job, like asking people to come in for the interview. I was like, oh wait, that hasn't been done yet? Oh wait, that's me! I'm the one doing that! Forgive me, it's my first time, I'm sorry. But yeah. Oh my god, there's Beyblades everywhere, bro.
Magic.
Yeah, there's no magic. Oh, he's probably sweating bullets, like...
Didn't matter, there it is. $47.07 GG, and what an upset. Holy.
Huge W there. Very well done for Painapple.
Very nicely done.
All right, we'll see here. If Painapple is around, you can just hop into the waiting room. Which, if you're in the ZSR Discord, actually, I'll ask him there. And unfortunately, my wish was not granted because we now have 13 minutes of break with no MMR match going on. We didn't get the full 12 hours, but that's okay. Dragon Painapple. Hello, GG's.
Hey.
Wow, what a win. What a performance. That's awesome. How you feeling, man?
I flabbergasted. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's maybe not what the result you were expecting, especially after the race last night, right?
Yes, that was really intimidating. Because I mean, Ace and I in practice have kind of gone back and forth with wins, but then he got that one last night, and I was like, dang, he's really been practicing. I could seriously be in trouble.
That just goes to show you sometimes Cbot throws you something completely off the wall. I think that the big thing was so Aceslayer put off Brandon Mass. He went to ranch twice.
Yes.
And he did not do lemons. He didn't do it till his third trip. That lost him a bunch of time. And then he also did not read the hint outside Woods of Mystery. Do you remember what that hint was? The Woods of Mystery?
I don't remember that one in particular.
That was Stone Tower is foolish except song. So he didn't.
Oh no.
He didn't have that hint, which meant he did all of Stone Tower.
Oh yikes! Even having the Monty mask at the very end too, and having that bait.
That wasn't even the most interesting item in Stone Tower, though.
What else was there?
There's powder keg in there, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, because you could see me stressing about that in GBT, where like even after I got Goron, I was like, I'm not going to take this for granted. I'm not going to like last location an item again. So still tried to get stuff, and it worked out because I got Fierce Deity, and I didn't even need keg, which was nice.
And you skipped Wort still. You didn't waste your time doing that.
Yeah, because I was like, I still want to do checks, but I don't want to go out of my way to do checks just in case I'm in go mode. So just kind of hitting the convenient things.
Yeah, and certainly like there is a point in GBT where you can sort out pretty safely and not lose too much time, which is what I thought you were going to do. And like honestly, it might be worth it to just check that, but you know.
I was debating it, but then I was like, I can still just full clear the rest of this and then go find out if I'm go mode anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Of course, I would be sacrificing Wart, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Even after that one awful quals.
Oh yeah, that's I dodged the Wort qual, thankfully.
I did not. Fell right into that trap. But I'm also really happy that I finally broke my restream curse.
Oh, have you never done well in a restream before?
No, I was restreamed twice during quals, and both ones were my absolute most disastrous runs.
Dang. That's
so this was it was rough. The first one had 2 soft locks, and after the second, I was just like, the game doesn't want me to finish.
Yeah. Certainly. I feel like I had a similar streak when I first started, but I think that's just part of the process, right? Is you gotta get your daily dose of ass beatings, and then eventually you start to get a little bit better. And
right.
Here you go. You got your first bracket win.
Yeah.
That's super exciting.
Pretty good.
Pulled off a huge upset too. Like in terms of seeding, that's probably the biggest upset so far. So.
Yeah. I know there was the other big upset with Will and the other person. I don't remember who the other person was.
Will and Nika. Yeah, Nika. Who honestly, I think that match could have gone either way.
Yeah, I mean, but that just sort of seems like what's going to happen in season 3.
Yeah, certainly. It's you roll the dice. You really do roll the dice with Bespoke. I gotta say.
It just seems like there's a lot more casinos than there were last season.
yeah, it's like, I don't know. It feels like certainly some things are different enough in a way that I'm like, but there's other things where it's just like, man, so many seeds are just 3-hour slogs. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah, I don't know. Cobra versus Marco was like 3.5 hours, and it wasn't even
Yes.
that bad. Like, my God.
I saw that right before this too.
Yeah. So you're
And
watching.
yeah, Ace and I were talking about it a little bit at the beginning, just being like, we hope it doesn't end in like a stupid, insane casino.
Yeah.
And
And it
at
did.
least this seed like rewarded progression,
Yeah, exactly.
so that works out.
We were like kind of outlining as soon as Egg Song was known, we were like kind of outlining the rest of the seed. Like, okay, you get your lights, you go check Ego Song,
Mhm.
and then use Stone Tower. You get, because
Right.
like that bean in Twin Islands, holy shit, bro. How often you
I
see a
know.
bean of the hero?
A being of the hero that late in the game too.
Yeah,
That
right.
locked your Deku and all other access to other beans.
Yeah, I guess it really did just lock Deku Goron. That's it.
Right.
It's wild.
Because I kept racking my brain until that point, like trying to figure out if Bean or the wallet was the Woth item.
Mhm.
And just checking so many wallet items, it didn't seem like that was it. But it was also easy to just kind of keep going through, try to get some money as I was going through, and then drop it off occasionally. But then like the bean just worked out first. So I was like, I guess this is all.
That's all you need. We saw Aceslayer go for Bank 1000 extremely early on because of the
Oh wow.
wallet. Because of the wallet, man.
Right.
And then it was,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, Ace was way too deep into that bank 3 because he didn't have light arrow yet. Because he didn't go to PF interior that early, so he didn't have
Right.
light arrow, and he just started killing the bird in South Clock Town all day to
Oh
chase
god.
the bank 3 as much as he could. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
just came up short.
Yikes. I mean, I usually don't go for bank stuff until I have light arrows because then it's just so easy to build up bank that way.
Yeah, you could play around all of this stuff by just doing the regular progression flowchart. You didn't have to like
Yeah.
rush this kind of stuff super early because there was still a lot left to do. And
Yeah.
you know, maybe I'll stumble into light arrow and this gets easier.
Yeah, exactly. And at least for me, I really like bunnyhood. Just having that mobility makes the seed just go so much better.
Certainly, it was a nice treat at the beginning.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially
And,
when Goron is your go mode item.
and hang on here. I gotta move it off of the scene. Interview. There we go. That sounds right. Sorry, it's my first time restreaming. There's so many things I'm getting wrong already.
So how close was Ace to being done?
I believe. Well, he was on Georg
Okay.
at the time you finished. So like he did eventually do Bean of the Hero.
Okay.
He did eventually go back for Ice Arrow. So I think, I mean, he was in go mode, but you just
Hmm.
had at that point, like by the time he had gotten Deku, you were already done Palace and Woodfall and like
Oh wow.
some of GBT. So
Oh, okay. So I was pretty much on my way to finding out I was in go mode. Man. And if he had cake at that point, that means he probably didn't pick up Fierce Deity either.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Because that was a nice little treat right before Georg too.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. We were just looking at you at that point, I think.
Yeah, I was really stressing. Like real hard.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially like that's just someone who can finish at any moment, right? And you're just like, oh fuck, what if he didn't do Shrine? What if
Right.
he rushed progression harder? What if he skipped Clock Town mini games? Stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, especially skipping Shrine. I don't think there was a single gold trim item in there.
No, there wasn't.
That was
Don't
brutal.
don't you just hate it when Eris is right?
About skipping Shrine.
Well, she's right about a lot of stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime there's full Shrine, I'm like, damn it, Eris was right again.
Yeah, I don't know about the shrine play. You had Eagle's song right there, you know.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. Once I got later, that was like my first thought was just trying to, I don't know, because especially like when you don't have Goron that late in the game, I
I can
really stress
understand.
about that a lot.
Yeah, I can understand certainly because at that point, by one check, it is your densest region that you can do, right? Because
Right.
going to Stone Tower is only 4 checks total.
Yeah.
So
Man.
the seed was very interesting. At the beginning of the seed, there was Zora on the tingle, so you know you gotta keep track of the first projectile and stuff.
Yes.
And even if the hook shot was found, the first bow situation was a little bit dire because the cliff bow just made you, you know, it made you keep a lot of things in mind, especially needing a beam for the first bow. It didn't matter because the Icon and Great Bay Tingles had your first bow and
Yeah.
the Bomber Hideout chest. I think you know, looking at your side, you did a lot of good stuff. I think you guys got a little bit crazy doing the out of logic Zora stuff too early. I mean, I personally would have, you know, maybe just go to that day 3 ranch and then get the in staff room chest, which was the hook shot, the first
Right.
projectile. But
I
you know, eventually everything went into logic and it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. I've just done a bunch of seeds where my first projectile is like a day 3 item, either like the ranch on top of dog game, even though it's not technically in logic either, or the employee room chest. So I was just kind of banking on that, like keeping in mind that I needed my first projectile, but still just kind of taking the gamble and just doing more checks in the meantime.
Yeah, and towards the ending, I don't know. Maybe I'm too picky, but I think I would have just rushed more progression, like very strictly. You know, there was a one or two clock town mini games. Maybe could have skipped in order to just go Great Bay as soon as possible, but it wasn't a big a
Yeah.
deal. Shrine stuff we already said, and I don't know, man. The ice arrow was really unfortunate that Ace forgot, but being of the hero, I think it was the start of the seed. You always got to
yeah,
keep that
Yeah.
in mind.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Well,
Really good
especially when I
stuff.
saw the other bean was on top of the hut. That means they're both Deku locked.
Yeah,
Or not the first bean, sorry.
knowing one of the beings was already dead by the redundancy was really good information.
Yeah. But yeah, I normally don't like going out of logic too much. But I don't know, when you get an item like that so early, it just, I don't know, on day 1 especially, or for like your day 2 cycle, first cycle, it's just so easy to get so many checks out of the way with that.
It's always a fine line. You guys already had to, given that, you know, you have I think there was eventually one bottle that was accessible in logic, but you know, you had to do the Woods of Mystery stuff. You kind of had to do all of that in order to find the
Yeah.
bottleneck. So you know, you just grew up with the other stuff in the way that is out of logic. That's kind of how Majora works anyway, and it was all good, all good.
Yeah. I did get really stressed with the Woods of Mystery too, that Kome had the ocean title deed.
Oh
And
yeah.
I
None of
turned it in for toilet paper first.
None of you did the actual trade. It was in the back of our minds for quite a while, but we will never know what item was there.
Yeah. I just figured it's better to prioritize progression. So I kept doing that. And then I was like, if I get to the end of this road and I don't find anything, then that would probably be my first check.
Yeah, and the thing is, it could have been a major bottleneck because you did have lower Icona access very early to
Yeah,
get
it was
the hook
strangely
shot.
early.
So it would have been a big scare, just not in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, it all worked out for the best.
All right. I think with that we can call it there, unless we have anything else from the commentators or Painapple to bring up, or anything from chat.
This is it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Spec and Axel Ryman, for joining on commentary. Thank you so much to Skygoro and Briglebash for doing tracking. Thanks to me, I was the restreamer. Hooray! Coming up in about 15 minutes, Voodoo Monkey and Pixel Shake are going to start their race. Well, their race is going to start on their stream because they have stream delay. Unfortunately, there's no restream for that, but go follow both of those runners. I'm not gonna raid either of them just because I don't want to show any sort of bias. But here, I'll post their streams in chat so you can go watch them. There's a couple more things coming up on ZSR. I don't have the schedule open with me right now, but I can tell you, I do know that there is. Oh, I messed it up. What's that? There we go. There is the NA Weekly, the Uter NA Weekly tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. UTC. We've got a bunch more MMR bracket matches tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. UTC. That's Nika versus Skyward. I'm going to be on comms with that with Max Chewy. That's going to be on ZSR main. We got Spec versus Just Sam. 4 hours later, 2 p.m. Eastern. That's on ZSR2 with Axel, Ryman, and Fox. And then at 8 p.m., we've got Jess versus Exodus. Two Titans facing off, also on ZSR2. And that's Axel, Ryman, Skygoro, and VXR for the commentary. And then we've got even more matches on Sunday. I'm not going to read through them all, but go to ZeldaSpeedRuns.com/MMR for the full schedule. ZeldaSpeedRuns.com/schedule for all the stuff that Zelda Speedruns has coming up soon. And with that, I think we can call it. Thank you so much, everybody. And GG's again, Painapple, for the wonderful win today.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
See ya.